drivers. So just to get Nolander caught up to speed what's happening here, this is a 2-track qualifying session. So all the drivers on track currently right now, ladies and gentlemen, you see the screen here, they'll come out, they'll run 5 laps on heat 4. So they get 1 out lap and 4 hot laps for the best time they can. Once all the drivers have completed their run, and each of these drivers has a track for themselves. There's no split screening, there's no other drivers on the track for these guys. The track is all theirs for those 5 laps. From that point, they take the best time. Of course, that gets recorded, and then they'll come off track. The next driver goes out and repeats that process. Once all the drivers have completed their qualifying time on heat 4 here, is the first track online today. We'll have a little 5-lap sprint race for the drivers. That just helps ease the tension. These guys and gals put a lot of pressure on themselves to get the best times they can in qualifying. They put a lot of work in for these qualifiers to get the best placement they can in the divisions. So it's just a way for the GTRC to let these guys and gals on track here have a little bit of fun, ease some of that tension, and then hopefully when they go into that second qualifying track, they're just feeling good, they're feeling that vibe, and they're ready to just rip some times out on Watkins Glen being track 2, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we did, 3-lap qualifiers, so 1 out and 2 hot laps. All those guys and gals are going to get there. We got to get used to saying this, ladies and gentlemen, because we do have number 2 in our list there. You see on the right-hand side of the screen there, ladies and gentlemen, is a driver called Miss Devious. Miss Devious is a woman driver here coming and competing in the series this season. We're absolutely tickled pink to have her here competing with the boys. And I got to tell you, from what I've seen so far behind the scenes, Chad, she's quick. She's a very good race car driver. So I think that it is going to add some spice to that potential pro division. She's that quick, ladies and gentlemen. So, and we do have some other ladies there that are sitting on the fence as well here for the series right now. Of course, it depends on whether or not they have time and work within the schedules to race. So, ladies and competitors, we love seeing you out there. We know you're out there. GTRC welcome all competitors, new and experienced. And this will, of course, dedicate to ping pong a little bit. So, a lot of information to take in. You all caught up there now, my man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you kindly. I appreciate the warm welcome, my friend, and I'm very excited to be here with the GTRC for day 2 of qualifying here. 2 racetracks, Deep Forest and Watkins Glen. This ought to be very, very interesting. We do have some very fast fellas and ladies in the house for your qualifying viewing pleasures today, y'all.
And gals are just on track right now. We're just on the process. Some great projects. Exactly at the 13 basic time around from. And I'm kind of glad I'm indoors today, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely very, very blustery outside. It is snowing, it's windy, it's very Christmassy outside. So, definitely glad to be indoors and watching some sunshine on the racetrack here today.
Hey, Lewis, appreciate the like and the share on the stream. Thank you for the feedback as well. Apparently, I'm getting an echo on my mic. Tam, welcome in. Appreciate the like and the share. See if
full audio sources
on. I'm gonna go check that right now. Indeed. Okay, now we should be good. I just went in and blocked that other one.
Chat, of course, make sure that you let us know what everything sounds good. Now, we are working on just a couple of safety changes set up with Nolander there last night, so there are a couple of stuff that we're doing on the fly here. So this is kind of the official test for Nolander new audio setup. So please do kindly let us know how everything's down. Adjustments on the fly for
Indeed, indeed. Tam, welcome in. Appreciate the like and the share. Ho, ho, ho. Tam says, how we sounding now, Tam? Are you getting an echo, my guy? We are getting our first look at Miss Devious here. Again, we are just doing warm-ups, guys. This is not the qualifications yet. However, that will be taking place quite shortly. Hey, You ain't watching me, she says. Hey, Tim, absolutely appreciate the feedback. Thank you, my guy. Tim, we got it sorted.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Screen metrics calculated, gentlemen, much of the same thing on my side of the program here as well. With something that you want coming through properly, let us know. And yeah, we'll make the adjustments for you. We just want the best viewing pleasure for all the viewers. So, all right, so we're going to flip over to the big screen here now, chat. And there we go, off that beautiful big screen. And we are going to get qualifying underway. So it's going to be one driver at a time, ladies and gentlemen. And they'll get 5 laps here around Deep Forest Raceway. The racing softs are the tires here these drivers are using. There is no fuel and no tire wear here. The drivers get to maximize everything these cars have to offer. Qualifying.
Good stuff.
He's our first driver out on track, so here we go. He's going to take our show on. And we'll see what this EV's has.
Facts. Yeah, it's always interesting, and to just see the newcomers come in and watch them grow, you know, throughout the season. And what is really exciting is to get to see their qualifications and see where they're going to end up within the league as far as their placement goes. And it's just super exciting time for all the racers and the viewers together. Yeah, that wall will jump out and get you, I'll tell you. I can't get mine to even pop up, my guy. Oh, here we go.
MX5s are a little bit tricky to drive. One part of the for like racing. We talked about the lot yesterday during the qualifiers as well. The MX5 is hard racing cars the Mazda MX5 seems where we go, and you can pass this MX5 cars. Basically driving anything. It opens up your opportunities as a real race car driving quite significantly. MX5 series, skill-based cars that their drivers on the court. Different types of racetracks allow them to show their ways on the well. Driving testing with safety driving, so going to these races, don't change something that
right.
For them, drivers have selected 3 cars of their choice that they would like to drive. Now, with that being said, front-wheel drives are banned, and four-wheel drive, therefore, cars are also banned. So there's no Alfa Romeos, there's no Subaru WRXs, there's no Audi, no Ferrari, no Swifts, no Lamborghini Huracans, there's more cars allowed in the series. And I mean, as we all know, especially over the race sport, or that overpowered compared to the rest of the class settings. So to keep fairness for all the competitors, all of those cars have to ban mid-gear cars and front-ended cars as well. Drivers have made their 3 choices on their preferred cars, so once qualifying is all said and done, staff will sit down and gather all the stuff, they'll figure out the pros and the pro-am division is, and then those drivers are going to pair up, and then we'll get into the cars to drive this season. From there, those drivers will then get on track and start testing January 14th.
Very good. We do have her putting down a 1:35.58 so really good time on her first lap. In fact, she's 3/4 of a second behind that just now. We'll look for her to pick that timing up. Yeah, very interesting. She had a little bobble along the way somewhere. Not quite sure where it happened, but holding it together and looking like she's running this track really clean.
So just for perspective, Chad, if you missed qualifying, what you today, I think our fastest driver on the racetrack yesterday was Apex Racing's Higgins. Higgins dropped a 1:36 point, I believe it was 2 here in qualifying yesterday. So Ms. Devious has beat that time by 3/4 of a second. We all know that Apex Racing
fantastic.
is a very quick driver. So just a little bit of perspective for those of you that may have missed day one of qualifying on where Ms. Devious is sitting right now in qualifying. That may very well put her right on the top, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, appreciate the like on the stream. Billy, appreciate the heart on the stream. How are we doing today? Hope y'all and yours are well. Thank you kindly for being in here for this GTRC qualifying session. Day 2, we have Miss Devious on track and laying down some very quick times here. Watch out for her, guys. She's coming for y'all.
Absolutely, I don't disagree there. So far in qualifying, she's pushing very fast. Again, the best time so far I've seen out of both the days of qualifying on this track with this car combination. I haven't seen all our drivers go yet, but she definitely has set the precedence here today.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How are you both?
Doing very well. How are you today, sir?
Good, thanks guys. I won't be qualifying today. But it does, the track seems quicker today. So a suggestion to any of the guys that might be watching who qualified yesterday, come and try again today, because I run a 35.7 in the race we did today, so you know, it seems to be running faster today than yesterday. I don't know why, it should be the same set.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe the drivers are just feeling it a little better today. You know, it's Sunday, the holiday season approaching, a lot of people are on time off now, you know, a lot of stretches, 50 weeks. Maybe people are just feeling really good today on the cars, you know.
Possibly.
For the 35.5 for Ms. Devious here, that is a blazing fast time here.
Indeed.
He's a very quick driver. I
do believe that at she's got the precedent here so far as that pro time goes. I could be wrong. I haven't seen the time sheet, but
she may be bettering that. She may be bettering that right now. She's only down by 35 thousandths of a second, and she is flying around this track, ladies and gentlemen. She is boogieing.
They're a calm, cool collective behind the wheel. She doesn't seem to really crack under the pressure. So I don't know much about this driver currently right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I do suspect that I have a theory that she may have some real racing experience under her belt, but she is definitely quick here on track 37.
Good stuff. Hey, Billy, glad to hear it, my guy. I am doing fantastic, thank you. And Classic High Gaming also coming in with the like on the stream. Thank you for that, my guy. I appreciate you. Hope you and yours are well. And hope you're enjoying the show.
Sorry, I just had to release Smiley.
So Smiley's going to come back out and try it again. Smiley's a quick driver. We know that he has more in the tank than what he showed yesterday as well. So it's going to be interesting. He's going to want to challenge this time by Ms. Devious as well. So 36.3 was the slowest lap by Ms. Devious, over 4 attempts there. Really consistent driver here too, in that series of laps. So it's going to be interesting to see what she does in the sprint race coming up after these guys and gals up to the qualifying. So Smiley, we seen Smiley yesterday in day 1. He put down some pretty good times, but I know this driver, and he definitely is not satisfied with what he did yesterday. So he's going to go there and do a really good effort here today, and that I can promise you, he is the type of driver that likes to challenge that purple lap on the racetrack. So we'll see if he can get this devious time today. I think that the Pro Division has stepped up the class this season. You're definitely going to not want to miss these races. I think we are going to see some crazy racing here from the Pro Division this season. It's going to be pretty fast. fantastic stuff.
Yeah, we've got some good drivers in our pro division, but we're adding a lot more, and it's gonna make it really tight at the top. Really tight at the top. It's gonna be fun.
Still have drivers.
I'm hoping a lot of them come across to the mini series as well, because all of my stars have come from the mini series, because I've just had car issues with the mixed ones. But you know, it's going to be good to get some. Not that I didn't have, but Bo's not been in any of the mini series really. You know, Piggums joined late on them, and me and Piggums have had some amazing races. The practice races with Devious, she's going some real speed. The practicing I've done with Smiley in other events, he's a fast driver. You know, Method's a good driver. Who else is there? You know, has come along with leaps and bounds for AMS, so he's going to be one to watch in AMS. You know, Raisin's getting quicker and quicker. Yeah, the Apex boys, they're all coming along. They're mental.
They're coming. They're starting to fill up that registration list all of a sudden.
Yeah.
In their Discord this morning, and they've got a whole GTRC channel set up now for racing. So.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's thanks to you. That's thanks to you and the work you've put in as well, man. So. You know, all thanks to that. Well, it depends if I win another championship. If I don't, it's not all thanks to that. But if I do, you know, all thanks to that you brought in. I mean, we have some great races anyway. There's very rarely that there's not something going on, you know, that's away from crashing, good racing going on. So it's going to be great to bring in more people to add to that.
Well, let's talk about that.
Coming across the line just now.
The 136.604 here. From Smiley on his first lap. Definitely improvement from yesterday by well over a second. So yeah, we'll see if we can challenge his lap. This driver can't do it really. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can today in qualifying. But touching on that note, I mean, I do appreciate the kudos. I mean, yes, for sure, you know, having this live broadcast and the way we do things here as a team definitely is helping to create. But I mean, at the end of the day, the drivers are joining because they see a great community and good racing on the racetrack, and that credits to you guys as staff. So I can't take all the credit on that. It's definitely a team effort, but at the end of the day, you guys have put all the elbow grease into this and made it what it is today. So I mean, at the end of the day, don't take anything away from what you guys have done to build what you have here today.
I've got to give a big thanks to Piggums as well, because I know Piggums has put a good word across for us lot. You know, so it's a big thanks to him as well. He's come along, he's joined, he's seen some racing he likes, and he put the word out. You know, so that's been great as well. You know, so it's a team effort from everybody. Let's call it that.
Absolutely, teamwork makes the dream work. I am not getting any alerts or comments, chat, so if you're commenting or getting those alerts, I am not getting anything today. So I do apologize. It's been an issue with the stream software since we did that update last Wednesday. Hopefully it gets fixed soon.
Indeed. Hey, David and Kilt Racer, appreciate the likes and the shares, guys. Welcome.
I'm looking at these qualies and thinking the track's running really fast.
He's ahead on his time.
Do I want a quali again?
Look at that. By 7/10 of a second, he's just upped his time. Smiley coming in hot with a 1:35.877, so not far behind Mischievous at all, just 0.3 of a second down.
He's pushing. He is pushing. So, a little perspective on Smiley, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that do follow the page and watch Flat Out Racing, he is an elite series driver in that series. So, just a little bit of perspective about how quick of a time he is put down for you. Because even this driver, he's right there, but he still hasn't cracked it yet.
Yeah, definitely. Indeed, he is right there pushing the limits of this car and his driving abilities, which we love to see in qualifying. We want to see the best time we can put down for sure in any league. You want to be placed property. That's real important to just not hold back and give it all you got. And I do believe that's what we're seeing.
I mean, you guys realizing some of these drivers just getting word that this is happening and just registering yesterday. Very cold coming into the practice and not having any warm-up time or anything like that. So you showed the GTRC for allowing these guys to take some time overnight to get some proper practice and come and retry here again. So that's huge. So,
as I say, I'm also going to be running the qualifying sessions. Although we're hoping to set a precedent of a split after this weekend. Obviously, it'd be nice to see, because we haven't had 2 lobbies worth of drivers coming in quali. But I'll be holding some qualies over the next week, and we'll get a general split, and then any new drivers that come and set their qualies, we'll be able to adjust that split, and hopefully by the end of the week we'll have our program split. So we'll see. But this isn't the definitive. This is where it is. But this is sort of like, this is our main push for it, and hopefully we get some more people come in. We've got a few hours left, so it should be good.
Absolutely.
Sean, appreciate the like on the stream as well. Apologies, go ahead.
Excuse me for a moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Doug Barrow, ladies and gentlemen, as well, one of the main officials here at the GTRC community. This gentleman has been working hard here with these guys for some time now, helping keep these events rolling and organized and moving in the right fashion. He spends a lot of time making the race car design for a lot of the drivers throughout the series. He also spends a lot of time teaching and helping these drivers find pace, learn how to drive the track, how to learn how to drive the car better. So Doug is a very integral part of the community here, and he really does go above and beyond for everybody involved here as well. So
yeah, he too is a very fast racer.
All right, so Smiley knows that he wasn't going to get anything better on that last lap. He just shocks it right there. But inside there's 135.8, so they're not as fast today. So everybody watching us sitting there on their time saying that they're comfortable. They want to get on track and some warm up and get over here because we're seeing some new faces come in and being really quick here this season. They need to get home and so it'll be interesting. So we have Tagger 2X here, 2 times, or it's called Tagger. New face, Doug? What do we know about this driver? Well, I think they're still happy. I don't recognize this driver. I don't know if he's been around in the for a while, or if he's just a new face as well, but I want to qualify. Get limit penalty thing.
Right now on Taggers so that Razor can get out. And then Razor can take it from you once he's done his. Okay, is that right?
Mr. GT45 Gaming question, are we doing nicknames or PlayStation names on this?
PlayStation.
Okay. Copy that. I should remedy that.
Oh yeah, it's just something.
Yeah.
Alright, so around here now, this digital hot lap is starting to forward and that lap around before it's good for the next time. Starting right now here on lap. Slow out lap, we see with that 3-second penalty, so not too big of a shock there, but thankfully the penalty serving zone doesn't really affect that run going into the final corner, and you're still able to get a good start. Pick that penalty up on your out lap, so not the biggest of deals here for the driver here today. Under competing circumstances, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, there's a whole different story. Obviously, you don't want that 3-second penalty. Making a mistake there, putting that thing in the wall, he's going to take some damage there. Damage is on light, so that means it will go away in about 30 seconds time, but that is 30 seconds that the driver now has to fight that car. And it will affect the performance of the car for that 30 seconds as well. So just get this lap in, get a time put down, chalk this lap essentially, and then just work on gathering from there. Again, qualifying is tough for some drivers. I'm one of those drivers that doesn't qualify well under a short amount of laps, per se, like this. So you would see me.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm with you on that one. Driving the car sometimes, trying to get that extra tenth out of that corner because I know I can, and it typically means I don't qualify well. So there's a lot of pressure. We put it on ourselves. It's nobody's fault but our own, but that's the way it is. We're competitive by nature, human beings, and we just want to do the best we can. So sometimes you just gotta put the safe lap in first, and then work on beating that safe lap from there.
Yeah, indeed. This driver's just picked up a half-second penalty as well, which is going to affect this next lap as well. So hopefully he can do the lap afterwards without any type of mistake. So we can see what kind of qualifying time this driver, Tagger, will put in. Looking
39.5. So
yes.
39.5, yeah.
Making sure that everything's still working on the timing, and we did have some live timing issues yesterday on the screen. We definitely weren't seeing the proper times, so it's nice having the extra eyes we can verify. So,
indeed,
I had that with Devious's times. The only reason I could confirm Devious's time was because it was the fastest lap. So when you get that problem, you need to hope that person sets the fastest lap. because then you get the correct lap to confirm. It's annoying, and it's become upgraded.
Maybe this was something we should have noted in the Discord. It just kind of popped into my brain. But if the drivers are watching and you are qualified, take a screenshot of those times before you jump off track, maybe, just to make sure.
That's good idea.
If there's any discrepancy that way, then you just have a screenshot. It's easy.
It's usually much faster the time it gives you. So what we're doing is we're just, at the end of it, we're getting to confirm what we see to what they see. So that we're not just going off of what we see on there, it's a confirmation thing. And sometimes, you know, it's miles off and you're like, right, what I see is, let's just say a 59.7. Is that right? He's like, no, it's a 39, which is closer to what it would be.
Bummer.
It's a nightmare.
I
think he got it wrong there because he got a penalty there last time, so he's tried too hard to pull the car back in, and it's just spun him.
He just oversteered a little bit there.
Yeah.
Gathered up, so he is. That's all right. He's got a 139.5. It's not. I'm sure it's not the lap he wants to see, but I mean that is still a decent lap from what we've seen from some of the drivers coming in yesterday and qualifying. That is.
He does have a couple more laps too.
Mid pro-am pack right now, but he'll get it. He'll get it. There's always one lap you just seem to get, so he has 2 more cracks at it here. He'll get it one of these 2 laps. And there's still a second track here, ladies and gentlemen, keeping that in mind. So they're not just doing one track. These guys are doing different tracks for pace testing for the drivers in the series, and that is just to give everybody a better idea how the drivers' pace really is, because some drivers struggle with certain tracks too as well, ladies and gentlemen, just to make sure they're racing. So, but good pace testing cars, this car really do enjoy watching these things go around any racetrack. So, a lot of fun for us here up in the road today with these Miatas.
They're fun little cars.
They're good to drive. Yeah, they're amazing little things. Love them.
All right, he's having a more efficient lap here. I think he's just kind of taking a deep breath there. It looks like he's locked right back in. He has had a very crisp lap here this time around. So maybe a titch slow because he did make that mistake coming into that big long straightaway. But
yeah, his run to the start-finish line was a bit slower. But yeah, this is where it counts though, because this is where he's made his mistake on every lap.
So we'll see how he handles this here. I think he's just a hair late on the brakes there. It looks like he should be braking right at that curve.
He's got it. He's fine. Yep. Good exit.
Indeed.
So he should improve this time. He was down coming through that sector, but he definitely made some time up there that time around. So we'll see what he does here. He's got a good approach. He's going to keep it tight and keep the corner shorter. That's smart. Use the momentum of the corner to maintain speed coming up the long run. Very important, especially that little uphill section right there. 38.98. So there we go.
Nice.
Much better. A little tip for that last corner is not to quite go too tight, because it is possible, though it's a sweeping smooth bend, it is possible to scrub. So you've just got to make sure you're not trying to run it as tight as possible, because you're going to scrub. It's getting that fine line between the scrubbing and the knot.
And another tip, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of us guys drive with our tire sounds up quite high in the game. That's maybe why you might hear tires squealing a little bit extra in the stream, is because when I'm driving, I really rely on being able to hear what my tires are doing. And that does help when you are racing, because if the tires are making noise, you're losing speed.
Yeah, indeed, that's facts. Tire spill, you're right on the edge of losing it, as well as losing speed. So you want to try to keep that down to a minimum. Obviously, if you're pushing real hard, you're going to get a little bit, but just down to a minimum is always suggested.
We are almost 3/4 of a second up on his best lap here. Right
yeah,
now.
He's flat moving this lap.
Looking to take some more out of this. He makes it a little wide there, but probably going to cost him a little bit of time compared to the last lap, but he should still be up coming around here. We can see a mid-37 here, if I'm not mistaken. So, really, again, he just locked in. You know, that's what I said. Sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and worry about getting the lines right. It's going to be a mid-37. You got 37,
nice.
477 is what I see.
Well done.
Screen, so
yep.
Very well done. Gathered himself up, got himself a respectable time in there, ladies and gentlemen. So great job here from Tagger. And I like the livery too, by the way. That's a beautiful mouse livery. All right, Air Race is coming out. He had a decent run yesterday, but we definitely know he's got more in his gas tank as well in this Mazda MX-5. So we're going to let Air Race come on someone knows now. You jump on board and there's no lap. And this is a chance just for the drivers to maybe perfect the corner they're struggling with, or attempt to take a different line through there. Maybe they think that's going to give them some time. The outlap is kind of the time to do that. As long as you set that final corner up to get that perfect run to start your first hot lap, that's what matters on your outlap. So figuring out where you're going wrong on your outlap is very important to have a good qualifying lap ahead of you as well. So ideally using all the racetrack is always best, no matter what the case is and what racetrack. There's very few circumstances we're not using the whole track as fast. So
right.
the same here.
Hey, Kilt, no worries, my guy. Mr. John Grayson, appreciate you coming in. How we doing today, fellas? How we doing? Hope y'all and yours are well. Hope y'all are enjoying the show. Qualifications here, day 2 of the GTRC. We've seen some really nice laps, some good times, good racers. It's going to be fantastic to watch this unfold.
This is the person I'm most interested in seeing. My man Razor, my boy Razor, we've been doing this together for 10 years. Doing leagues together we were teammates for so long, we can't be teammates anymore, it's not allowed with our own rules, but we were teammates for a good 6 years of league racing.
Nice.
So it's good to see how he's doing. And he's been my main competition for all the mini-seasons, so interested to see how he's going to do.
Absolutely, and I kind of feel like when GT7 dropped, he's struggling to kind of find that pace he had at the end of sport there. So most recently, over the last couple of days especially, it seems like he's really starting to lock back into his real pace, his real way he really do on racetrack here at GT7. So it seems like everything's coming together here for your racer now as well on the new platform. So definitely excited to see what he can do here.
He's one of those drivers who likes
good time. Good time for first lap. 36.5, yeah. I got 136.5.
I got 136.8 showing on mine. So this is where the confirmation stuff needs to.
Exactly, Chad.
Right.
Needs to happen.
The people that are running leagues too. I mean, for you guys that are out there watching too, and maybe some of you guys out there, gals out there watching too. I mean, this is all information. But this is notebooks like. While we're doing qualifying, in a sense, what we're doing is really putting the lobbies through grueling tests too, because we're swapping tracks, we're doing all kinds of things here to the lobbies today as well. So lots of good information to be had from qualifiers here this weekend.
Yeah, he's up on his time by 2/10.
He's just hit the inside wall. He's just hit the inside wall.
I don't think it slowed him down too awful much, though, thankfully.
I think it's going to put him down on his time.
I think it will too, a little bit. Yep, indeed it did, because he was 2/10 in the second half. Yeah.
He's going to be kicking himself. He's going to be beating himself up over that.
And he's still got lots of time. Much of the same thing. He's still got 2 more people out to walk together. He's already got a solid baseline put in there for 136.8. Not nothing that he's done complaining about here. I don't think it's
No.
the whole new pro division here still. But we know what he can do. He's just going to lock it in. It's the same thing, right? Sometimes you can hook that sweet lap up to qualifying, and sometimes you miss it for whatever the reason may be.
I'm more about hooking the laps up during the race, which is really weird. Qualifying, it's like yourself, I struggle. I really struggle on it. I don't think it's because I'm over pushing, because I don't fall off, or I just don't get the times, and then I don't know why. And then during the race, I lock in early. You see my push off early. I go for it as best I can, and it's one of those things.
I'm the same way. I don't do.
He'll come back into the lobby here as well, so maybe he's going to take another stab at it here today as well.
Yeah.
Again, he's a new face here at the GTRC community. I know that driver fairly well as well. And much like I said yesterday on the broadcast, he used to be a professional MotoGP racer, ladies and gentlemen. So a little bit of an interesting fun fact about that on the flip side.
Nice.
Oh, well, guys, I'm going to leave you lot alone for a little while, and I'm going to concentrate on what's going on in here, and I'll catch you a little bit later on. I'll jump back in maybe in about half hour or so, see how it's getting on, alright?
Copy that, partner, copy that.
135.827, so am I seeing that correctly? You got it on your screen, I do.
Yeah.
Great time there by her.
He's still coming around on lap 4 for me. I'm not sure. lap 3 was a 137.040 for me.
So yeah, you've got the spectator timing glitch right now.
Yeah, well, I wonder if I back out of spectating mode and come back in, if that'll fix it, man. Half near 136.115. Is that what you said?
Yep.
I got 136.144. So let me jump out of spectating mode and jump back in. We'll see if that'll fix it, y'all.
Okay. The small thing, we haven't been given, he hasn't got a blue lap showing, so according to that, none of his laps are official laps, but none of them are set, so it might be you and I, because I'm not seeing a blue line for any of them.
I don't either.
It should show blue as his fastest lap, shouldn't it? Right. Back in a sec.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any blue times as well. And there definitely should have been 2 of them that we're looking at here.
Yeah, I got a 36.144.
Yeah, that's what I've got too, but it's not in blue. So maybe my times are correct and y'all's is, because now we're matching. Here he is on his final lap, y'all. Hair Raiser laying down some good laps. Gets a little bit squirrely right there. That's going to cost him just a smidge of time. Anytime you're breaking the tires free, you are losing time.
Facts, Jack. Absolute facts.
So we'll see what he...
Just tuning in, wondering who the other voice on the other side of the screen is. We are here with Nolander Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, over on Facebook. I do have him tagged as a co-streamer, so if he's done the same thing on his end, you can actually literally just quick switch over right to his page from this page.
I have, sir.
But great hair raiser time there. I see a 35.7, but I don't see it going blue. So you can see right now the track official is verifying his time. That's why he still is sitting on the racetrack, and we won't see him come off the racetrack until that time is verified. So they released logos a little bit before that driver came around, so we had some gap.
Should we be screenshotting these as well?
No, they got a double verification process.
Okay, perfect.
It's all good. We'll let them report the stuff.
Okay.
Our job is just to talk to you guys. Bring it all live on the screen. Entertaining.
So Lone Ghost 1963 on track right now, guys. They'll put out an outlap, as we've seen the previous racers do, and then he will have
a little
4.
bit of the background to Lone Ghost. He's a fairly new driver, ladies and gentlemen. He's got very little experience here on GT7. He raced a little bit last season as a reserve. He struggled. He has been working very hard with, of course, the GTRC community, racing community, but he's also been working really hard behind the scenes with his TVs. And I'm really interested to see what kind of lineup this driver is going to put down here today. I think if we can see a 38, even a third, I think a 38 is he's going to be very happy with that type of time here today. So in a 38, a fairly new sim racer is a really good time here. You can see there, he's overdriving a little bit, he's overpushing a little bit, he's still a little bit unsure about what he's doing, but he's done a really great job so far on his outlap to keep it on the track. Looks like he's got some decent speed around here, so let's see what he can do. Let's see what all the hard work that he's been putting in here for the last couple of weeks is going to do for him today in qualifying. I've been waiting for him to come out and show us what he's got, so I'm really excited to see what he's going to do here right now.
He's been putting in a lot of work. I know I said I was going to go. I've just popped back for the simple reason I noticed with Razor the times were off for me. I flipped down the car and then back up to Razor and it put the right times on. So if you're getting that, just flick between drivers.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's going to pick up a penalty there. Hopefully not for this car.
That's what I've got.
If I switch between drivers, it's gone from 48.8 something to 47.3. But yeah, I'll leave you lot to it.
So we have that penalty across this lap here.
I'm seeing the same.
up just a little bit, keep that rear end sliding out on him just as much as it is here. I would probably put that nice lap here. So he's got a penalty this lap, so this is really an opportunity for him to kind of do some learning on this lap, find out where he can tighten up some of the mistakes he's making, and serve that penalty, and then try to just rip around here in the last couple laps.
Yeah, might as well for this lap, especially now he's got a 2-second penalty. That's really going to hurt on it, but you might as well full send it on this lap as it's scrubbed anyway. So try to really push the issue and see where you could possibly make up a little bit of time on the next lap.
You can tell he's a learning driver still. Chad. You can see the shakiness and the control that he's racing. I'm not sure what he's racing. I don't see flashing lights. It doesn't he's on a wheel, but just a little. He's still learning. He's still learning. We're all still learning, really.
Indeed. No.
All right, you just gotta lock it in. Go, brother. Go on, Brian. You got this, my dude. Just lock it in.
Yep.
Get down. Take a deep breath. You got this, my guy.
Shoot for smooth, buddy. Shoot for smooth. Smooth is fast.
I mean, we don't think you can hear. Some of the drivers may be listening to the stream while they're qualifying, but I know myself, I don't like the distraction of voices in my head when I'm driving.
I'm the same, yeah.
It's hard to say.
I don't do well with it either. I've got to have my full attention on what it is that I'm doing, and even then I get it wrong. I find other inventive ways of being distracted.
Absolutely. As content creators, it's hard enough, but you're always trying to stay engaged with the community when you're racing, and of course that is going to create some mistakes, interesting spots.
Right, for certainly it does. Sucks out even in spectator mode, it glitches. Yeah, Kilt, it does sometimes, man, but things around here on GT7 are getting much, much smoother, and oh man, Ghost has picked up another half-second penalty on this lap, so essentially he is going to have one more opportunity to put down his fastest lap.
I'm just watching his inputs right now, and I mean, his biggest struggle at the moment is just car stability, because he, a little bit of erratic movement, I guess, for lack of a better word, because it's not the word for it. So that's what we're just seeing a little bit of weakness coming from, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching, it's just because he's overusing his equipment that he's using behind the wheel, that's overturning the steering wheel just a little bit, and he's having to correct it when doing that. That's costing you time on the racetrack as well. If you want to try and keep everything as straight line as possible when you're racing a race car, if you can do that, it's going to give you some very good lap times.
Right. Again, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, kind of a mentality on your racing.
You got to go here, so let's get this one down. You got it. See a 44.5, that's so close.
I've got lap number 2, he's got a 141.996.
Maybe another penalty on that lap.
Oh, I bet you're right. Because it does do that too. Looking smooth though. He's ahead 1.3 seconds right now. Hold it together, buddy. You got this.
All he's got to do is just get on the track and just keep it right and not worry about what that time on the screen, the popping up black timing is saying right now. I know sometimes you get that purple sector when you're driving around a racetrack. It's like, and then that's going to create you overpush and make mistakes. So
it does.
The focus always needs to be at what's in front of the race car, not what's in front of the race car, ladies and gentlemen. There's a tip for you from the ground down for you. I know I do that a lot. I see a purple sector, and I'm like, and all of a sudden the mistake comes right off. I overtook a braking point or something silly like that.
Yeah, there you go, Kilt.
A pretty good corner there. You got a pretty good corner there. You got a little bit loose on him. You didn't quite use all the extra. It's the best corner we've seen. I think it's definitely the best lap we've seen.
Oh yeah, by far. He's looking completely different racer right now on this lap than he has in the previous 4 laps. He is running wild right now.
Let's see here.
2.7 seconds. So a 141.766 is what I'm showing.
not bad. So we'll get into a comeback here from Londo. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Indeed.
How he's progressing here so far this season.
Looks like we got Method coming out on track here, our GHG racer for the evening.
Yes, sir. Again, he comes from another league that we're racing in currently as well here in Page. So he's a good driver for ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what he's done to put in here. We're going to probably see, well, I mean, you'll see 35.
Indeed, Kill, great idea.
This driver has. We got in the Discord here. We haven't talked to the poor man hanging out here. Oh, we got Air Razor up in the house here. How you doing, my guy?
Right, thanks, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. So,
Good
what are you thinking so far today? The times are very quick today. It looks like a very fast racetrack here this morning.
I know. I think the sun's out and they're all going quicker for some reason. They're all doing really well.
You came in there. You definitely improved on your times from yesterday too. I can feel about production this time.
Yeah, it was much better. I was up about a second and a half. Miss Davis, Suzanne, she was quick, man.
Indeed, still holding that fastest lap. Doing well.
5. This is driver number 6, I think, now out on track since it started qualifying. He's still holding that purple lap here at each quarter, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
Sorry. Razor, can you mute yourself from the other chat, bud?
Oh, sorry. We've done it.
Sorry. Cheers.
Again, behind the scenes streamer issues, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Guilty, what's up, my dude? How goes? Goes good, my man. How goes you, my brother? Alright, so Method, he's on an out lap here. Now he's on the triple lap. So,
Yeah, no, he's looking smooth too.
He's a good driver. I do know a lot about this driver because I get to race against this driver. And this driver puts a lot of time and he puts a lot of practice in. And he's very, very well prepared for every single race he comes into. So he could be a driver that's going to be feisty here this season. Without a question of a doubt. THG Racing Team, they have some very good guys over there too as well. So may not be the THG driver we see here before the season starts either. Pretty active racing team here on track 7.
So here we go. We'll see his first official lap now, coming through with a 137.5. Very good lap. Very good lap.
Very nice lap. Absolutely. So, starting off really good already. Ideally, though, he does want one in the 36s to ensure that he's in that top bracket. But I think that's still a really respectable time here for his first lap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, so probably only been practicing here over the last few hours. That's the thing. So doing a great job here.
Yep, up 2/10 as of now.
Yeah, I've seen him practicing a couple of times.
Yeah, he's scorching that.
Ooh, that might be a penalty, unfortunately. He cut that corner straight off.
Some of the guys have been getting away with that here.
It looks like he has gotten away with it.
Yeah, the Stewart's been friendly here today.
Yeah, he's straightened that corner right out, he did. So well done, anyhow.
Field of drivers here today, too. They are definitely coming out here again.
Oh, look at that.
Going to be live for a couple more hours, ladies and gentlemen. Nolander will, of course, finish up the qualifying here today, of course, from GTRCs. I have other obligations for the weekend, of course, but we'll be with you for a couple more hours here at the Bud Games, so make sure you go over there. Throw Nolander Gaming some love, guys, because he is going to be here broadcasting the Pro-Am Division live every other week when the series starts in the new year. So definitely make sure you guys go over and go on that some love. And don't forget to follow the page.
He's over a second on his time right now. 136 is going to be, yes, 136.3. Beautiful lap.
Absolutely. So there you go, showing some pace here at Method. Boy, we got some fast new faces coming into the season this season. Oh boy. Oh boy. Heads up, your voice is lower than Nolander. 10-4.
We're also doing lap races at the end of the quali as well.
Appreciate you, Kill. Alright. We're good to go. Very smooth.
He's looking real smooth.
He really is. He knows that he can take that corner. You can see him really taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
That apex there. So again, that's just a smart driver, knowing
Yep.
where you can and can't eat the track.
Using all the track, he's looking really good and smooth. I think he's going to put down even faster. Oh, he picked up the penalty that time.
Absolutely. And Stewart's like, yeah, no, hold on. No, we didn't like that.
Now that he got lucky because he's not going to have to serve that penalty until the next lap. So he could potentially it's gonna not count it because he has the penalty. Correct?
I think the GTRC is still counting up. I mean, he's still going to have to serve that penalty next time around anyway. I'm not sure how that works. He's got up to the staff behind the scenes, but
well, I meant the game itself, but yeah. I think the game itself doesn't count it as a fastest lap if you have a penalty incurred on that. Yeah, no, it didn't.
He wasn't faster, so it was much better there. Anyways, he did lose some time in that mid-sector.
So this being his
lap track round.
Yeah, and
he
he's
can still improve. I mean, a half-second penalty doesn't necessarily hurt. You can have to put a lot of a lifetime in here to potentially beat that 36.3. So
for sure, and that is a very respectable time, 136.3. That's flat cooking.
But no, I agree. That should place him pretty firmly up in that pro standings, I think. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have been putting in, but again, all those drivers there that are already qualified from last season's qualifying base testing, you may want to consider coming and doing some running today because these guys are coming in and they are quick.
He's just picked up another 1 second penalty. That's going to kill his lap for this go round. But still, again, a 136.384, very respectable lap time for this driver from THG.
I mean, it's a chalk lap. He's got a good lap there. There's nothing in the world good for that.
Right.
Just a month's lap up to his time there, and then we'll have whoever our next driver is coming out to do it all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Steve is still holding that top spot so far here in qualifying on day 2 on her first track. So looking very quick. She is. We got Ice's Devlin out on track here now as well, so we're letting everything come around the finish line. We'll be doing an Ice driver. It is no longer actually Icer, it is Ice Esports Group, I believe now. They have rebranded a little while ago. Just a little bit of information about the Ice Esports Group. And the co-owners of the group are very nice gentlemen, and it's a great team. So just a little shout out to them guys. If you see them on track, we'll take the clock back and it wasn't really time to go yet, but no, now it's just time to go. So he is going to come out on track here. And he had, I think we've seen a 38 out of this driver yesterday here on this particular track in day 1 of qualifying. I'm fantastic, Charlie. How are you today, my friend?
Nice looking livery he's got there.
I think it's happy for
He was in here, and then I seen him back out, so there may be an issue there, for sure. Looking really quick through that section, y'all.
It's alright, there is going to be other time slots available for these drivers, of course, after this weekend. The point of this weekend is to get the majority of our field qualified live on stream. Let you guys come and check out the drivers that are running this season. Let you come and check out the pace that we're going to expect to see this season. Of course, we are throwing in these fun little sprint races at the end of each qualifying run. Just like one group will share it too. If you like it, come on, my guy, appreciate you. So yeah, after all these drivers have finished their qualifying runs here on Deep Forest, we'll do a little sprint race. It looks like it's going to be a big grid, so it should be a pretty juicy sprint race. And then that's just to ease the pressure, let these guys have a little bit of fun, give you a little bit of an idea of what kind of racing we can see coming into January 2023 season. And I'm excited. I was already excited before this started for the qualifiers this weekend, to see all the new faces and new registered drivers coming in here over the last couple of days. It's got me more excited now for what we're going to see here this season. So pretty spectacular to see the growth and just the hype. Everybody just wanting to race and have some fun. So we love to see it here. Absolutely. He's looking much better here today, so it looks like he put in a little bit of work here overnight as well. It was a little bit shaky around Deep Forest here when he tried yesterday, so he looks much more crisp and smooth and clean here today around the racetrack. So Should see an improvement on what we saw yesterday. If I had to guess, I believe it was a 138 mid that we seen already yesterday here. So expecting to see some 37s, maybe some 36s from this drive.
Yeah, he is looking pretty smooth.
I've been able to run a regular driver for quite some time over the last few months. I've raced the break door to door with this gentleman. Yeah.
This is the corner here. It looks like he got a pretty clean exit out of it. Decent run down the back.
He gave a little bit up there. He could have folded that car out a little bit more or taken a little bit of that curve. He would have maybe kept a little bit more momentum there, but still going to be pretty respectful time here, I think, for his first lap.
139.9.
Yeah, so this is about where he was sitting yesterday. His first lap was up there, and then he just seemed dipping away at it every time around. So we should see much of the same thing here now. Sometimes I get the safe lap, and that may be exactly what he's done here. He's just put in that time. He's got that safe lap in around the racetrack. Now he's going to try and beat it. That's it. Make a mistake if he can. Got a safe lap there.
Yeah.
He has time registered already from yesterday as well. So I mean, he's just trying to prove on that at this point right now. 2 tenths up. So putting him in about 39.7 range here. He's coming around.
Yeah, that's just it too. Put down a safe lap and then chip away at that lap time each and every lap after that. Push a little bit more and a little bit more, and find your limit without overextending yours and the car's capabilities.
Absolutely well said. Very well said. And he's calm. He's patient. He's very quick to that wheel. 3 tenths up now, so he's definitely chipping away. He really does need to really nail this corner. He can really make up some time here right here.
Yeah, this is a very important corner.
Not quite using all the racetrack as his whole on entry and exit. He really is leaving a good solid half a second behind still in that corner. But
yeah,
it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's comfortable right now. He's driving the line he's comfortable with. You can't take that away from the driver either. So, but he's looking good. You see, this should be an improvement. We should see low 39, maybe dipping into the 38. Maybe a low 39 here. 39.4.
Yep, that's what I've got. Yeah, and indeed, every racer has slightly different lines, slightly different braking and accelerating points, and in the different line, that's what you get. You'll find that you can brake just slightly later, or get on the gas slightly earlier, depending on the line that you feel most comfortable with, and that's where you're going to put in your best times, is where you feel comfortable. It's not necessarily somebody else's line.
So only down 3 100s through the first sector here around the track. I actually thought he was having a really nice clean sector there, but he just had one little slide. I think that's where he just lost that little bit of time, but very even par with that second or third lap there so far. We'll see what happens if he across that next timing line, but he had a much cleaner, efficient left-hand hairpin there as well, so it should be a good run coming up through the tunnel here. Then when we get into that next tunnel, we'll see where his time is at here. So it does look like an improvement. It is 3 tenths per second up, so he's going to be dipping into these 38s here now, I think. Again, this corner really is going to make or break what happens at the end of this lap here now. He went in really deep under the braking this time. So you can get the rotation of the car. That was a great exit right there. And a little bit of a miscue from him that actually got him around that corner faster. So he may have just learned something right there, chap.
Right.
He carried some great momentum around the corner there. And he should definitely dip into the 38 here, I think.
It looks like you're correct. Should be a 138.
No. Oh, at 39.3. So he's been losing a little bit of time here. He got one more crack out of here, Jeff. I believe it was a 138.8 you see last yesterday, if my memory serves me correctly.
He did manage to pick up 1/10 on that lap, though, so he is still bettering each time around. He's gotten a little bit faster lap, so that's always good to see.
He's got some really good teammates there, too. Well, this is a driver from Belgium, Belgium flying there up in Hong but some of his teammates are very quick drivers as well, so he's definitely got some good assistance there with his team back over at Ice Racing, Ice Esports Group there. It does say Icer Devlin, that is what they used to be called, as Icer, but they decided to rebrand and not limit themselves to just racing content. Of course, they also do other things as well in an organization. So they rebranded to, of course, just reflect that they're not just exclusive to racing. So, but racing is a big part of what they do over there at Ice Racing Group, an Australian group, and it's a really great group over there.
Yeah, I definitely have taken recognition to quite a lot of their drivers are very fast. Renegade, for one, is quite quick.
Absolutely. He is the co-owner of Icer. His name, he is the co-owner of course of Icer. Benjo, that's somebody who may know him as the Ben Blaker. So yeah, it's a great group of guys, they really are. And I think he's going to lose time on this lap. 139.5 to 1, I thought. So we've seen him with that slide coming out of the final hairpin there. That definitely cost him some time. But it was a good solid run from Devlin. I hope it wasn't faster than what he had yesterday, but it was definitely a lot more consistent. So already an improvement, in my opinion, here as far as we've seen from Devlin here on the board compared to yesterday. So they got to run, but that was a big goal again. So we love the building, but love my dude.
SPG Type R on track now. I have had the privilege of seeing this man race a time or two, and if I recall correctly, he is quite fast also.
He's been on the verge of that pro division bubble here at GTRC, I think, for a couple of seasons now, but he is going to have to work for it today if he wants it, I think. Yeah. I honestly think he was one of these drivers that may have been comfortable with where his time was sitting. As a high-end pro-am here, but we've seen a lot of quick times get put down on the racetracks here over the weekend, so I think he's going to come in and take a run at this and try to see if he can improve on his time a little bit to just ensure placement, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, right now we had 31 registered drivers before we started qualifying yesterday. That already puts us over 2 lobbies with an extra driver. We had at least half a dozen new faces jumping into the Discord yesterday alone, and they're still joining in here this morning, so we could potentially see a third lobby of the series here as well. And this is a sponsored series, ladies and gentlemen. So,
that was some really great lines.
For sure.
That was
these guys have prizes, so there's going to be a lot to race for these guys this season.
Yeah, he's showing some really great lines right now. It's looking like this is going to be a pretty quick lap.
History about the GTRC too, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, these guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just a group of friends that kind of started race together, and we can just have some fun. And they started developing little leagues, and then the community started to grow, and they've been running sim racing leagues here for probably a couple of solid years now, ladies and gentlemen. Tatiana was doing their commentary for them for a while. And she reached out to me because she was unable to continue commentating for him and asked if I could come in and take over her spot, and we did so, and here we are today, a little over a year later now for GTRC, and it's been a lot of fun working with this group. They're super cool, people in the community is fantastic, and it got a little influx of people here over the last few days, so the family has definitely grown a little bit. We'd love to see it.
Here he comes with a 138.7.
So what do we got there? 138.964. All right, so a good starting point here.
Okay, so I got 138.7. I'm switching drivers here. 138.7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. So that's a nice little hack. So there you go, Chuck. There you go, the live spectator hack. Thanks, Doug Durrell.
Indeed.
It's all about workarounds here. So,
figure it out on the fly.
And I mean, this man right here, Type R, kind of holds a small little special place in my heart, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because you can see the number on the side of that car right there. You know? He's got the boy's number, you know? I just can't help but to love him a little extra.
Nice and smooth around that corner.
He is. He's having some really nice laps here. He's a really consistent driver. He's a pretty big driver.
Hey, consistency is where it's at, too. We know that.
He likes good, clean lead racing, but I've never really seen him be like, be that fierce competitive edge kind of guy. Right?
Up half a second on his time.
With his buddies and racing and having a good time, having good clean racing.
See how he hits this.
when you start seeing competition come
Well
in,
done.
you start seeing things develop, some of these guys start to gain different attitudes, and maybe we're going to see this man be a little extra spicy this season. I'd love to see that on tight bar. So yeah, here in the ballpark, beautiful. I'm glad to see it. Some of these guys are all up to sit on the time.
This is going to be a low 138, looks like.
Ooh, very low 138. Good call by Nolander there, and I'm seeing a 38.163 on the screen. I did have to see
Correct.
it again, but very good time here. So he is improving. He's almost got himself into those 37s.
Yeah, and he's still got this lap and another to go, so we may very well see even a mid 137s perhaps.
Absolutely, he's looking pretty good. He did make a little bobble coming into that second corner there, though. Probably going to cost him a little bit of time. We'll see how much he counts.
Carrying good speed right there, though.
Cost him a little bit more time than I would have thought there, but that little wiggle definitely cost him some momentum. So, momentum is everything, of course, in racing. You don't know that one. That control momentum, of course.
Indeed.
Well, late on the brakes here, too. He's really getting that rear end to work for the MX-5. I mean, that rear end of these cars come out just a little bit on. It does help rotate these cars quite quickly around corners, so you see them really taking advantage of that little quirk of these MX-5s here. As you went around that hairpin there, you kind of just let that rear end carry the car around the corner and then just smash back on the gas and kind of great exit.
2/1000ths of a second down off his best time. If he can nail this last corner, he'll get a better time again.
So he does. He's got a great apex there. He takes a pretty good exit, so he should get a good run here.
Yeah, it looks like it was decent.
It's a pretty nice corner. We'll give that a 8.5 out of 10 on the final corner there.
I do think his last time around was a little bit better on that final corner, but we'll see here real shortly. Like I said, he was only 2/1000ths of a second down. Indeed, better time. 137.9. So well done to Type R there. One more lap to go, and we'll see if he can better that again and perhaps dip into that mid 137s, which will give him a pretty good starting position from what we're seeing so far.
And you're not mistaken right there. That was very well said. He's looking very good today here. I'm very happy to see him.
He's up a half a second, too. He's moving.
Well, if he can keep this pace up, he can keep ticking away a little bit of time on each corner here. We could potentially see him do the 36 this job.
Yeah, he's moving real good right now.
If he hit a 36 here, I think that would make his day today, Chad. I know this driver a little bit. He's a very humble driver as well. He's a very well soft-spoken gentleman. A 36 would totally make this guy's day, without a question of doubt.
I do believe we're going to definitely see
the admin team is rooting for him here.
Oh, it looks like it's...
Well, that's a little bit.
Yeah, he has. But perhaps he can get his best final corner right here, yeah. Good entry, good exit. Good.
Some of these guys aren't taking advantage of all that curving coming in on entry. They're turning in a little early, and that is really costing some of these drivers a lot of time around that final corner.
I think we're going to see the mid 137s.
I agree. We're at a 34 split. It's going to be really close to the time he has now. He did lose some time in that final corner.
137.5, indeed.
5. Fantastic stuff here by Type R, ladies and gentlemen. Very thrilled with Type R here. Very good time for him. He definitely had the potential to drop a 36 there, but great improvement. That's some good driving there by Type R, ladies and gentlemen. That's definitely going to put him up towards that very top end of the Pro-Am, maybe even the back end of the Pro. It's hard to say.
We got Mr. Chip Reese out on track now. That is a fantastic looking livery as well there.
Absolutely, and he didn't have the greatest run yesterday either. I don't know if he got into under 40. I think his best lap was 40 around the track here yesterday, so we're definitely looking to do some improving here today. And again, just another driver that has a little extra time to practice here and want to give it another crack today. So
good stuff.
We want the drivers to be showing their proper pace on the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why we're giving them a couple extra opportunities here, especially our new entries, to take enough time to familiarize themselves with the combinations for qualifying, get a little bit of time and get comfortable around and get some proper lap times, right? So, yeah, we want to just make sure that the divisions are properly placed and everything is good racing.
Nice and smooth around that first corner.
Really really good here today.
Yeah, he's putting down a good lap thus far. Beautiful.
Where he's at here.
Beautiful.
I keep my eye on the time he splits from some of the faster drivers to some of our average pace drivers here. Yeah, I think he could be very well looking at a very good starting lap here.
Yeah, indeed. He's got some really crisp, clean lines.
Well, I'm hearing a whole lot of tires go, but I don't have my game audio headset on, so I don't really hear too much what's going on as far as the game itself goes. But
I don't either.
he's looking pretty good here.
Indeed. Yo, Mr. Bradley Helm, coming in with a like on the stream. I appreciate you, my guy. Hope that all is well with you and yours. Thank you kindly for being here. Hope you're enjoying the show. We got some really quick drivers, guys. We've had like, what are we on? Driver 7 or 8 now?
I believe it's 8.
That's what I was thinking. I think we're on 8, and as you can see, y'all, Miss Devious laying down the bomb time right there with a 1:35.5. Unfortunately, Chip has just picked himself up a half-second penalty, but he will put that to the back of his mind and push on.
I'm just talking to one of our drivers that just registered here this morning. No rush, my guy. Break, my guy. It's all good, brother. If you're not ready to do it today, there'll be other lobbies up throughout the week as well, my man. Take your time. No rush.
Well, and he's still got a few hours left. He could get some practice in and potentially come in and put down a time, and then, you know, I'm sure there would be willing to let him put in another time afterwards after a little bit more practice.
Absolutely, yeah. We're definitely not too panicked here. We have lots of time before the season starts to get everybody properly tested, so we'll have a good idea of where our splits are sitting here after today. We're going to 139.9, is that correct? Is that what I'm saying?
Yes, 139.904 is what I'm seeing.
So very good lap here from Chip today to start off today. So already improved on his time yesterday, so the rest of these are freebies for him now. He can really push the envelope if he really wants to here, so bear with me, chat. I'm just downloading some graphics for my broadcast here in a little bit. These are popped in from my guys, so he is sick tight.
Nice.
Nolander has definitely got things under control here when we get through this.
Good line around the final corner, so that half-second penalty being where it's at, y'all, really doesn't slow these drivers down too much for their next lap. They have plenty of time to regain that speed coming down this really long straight and very fast swooping curves prior to the long straight. So even with that half-second penalty, he did pick up 1/10 of a second, y'all. So that tells you right there about the kind of pace that he was putting in previous to having to serve that half-second penalty. He's showing some really good, clean lines right now, for sure. Fantastic.
Much more solid than he did yesterday. He looked more comfortable behind the wheel of the car here today. He looked more comfortable on the track today.
Little wide there.
He's a second, I'm pretty sure, second faster than his time yesterday already. So already showing some great improvement.
Oh, and I'd say he's a second faster than his last time already, too, right now.
He's looking really solid out there. He's got some good lines, so.
Yeah, I'm going to guess he's already a second up on that last time. We're about to find out. Oh, he is up, but not a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nail this final corner and perhaps pick up another half second here.
You can tell the difference between our experience and our still learning drivers who are down that final corner. Every time these guys come around, you see the still learning drivers, a little bit more inexperienced drivers, whatever the case may be for each driver. Really taking an early entry into the apex of that final hard left-hander. Really, you need to ride that curve almost to the end of the curve and then make your turn.
Look at that. He really hit that final turn because he is 1.2 seconds up on his fastest lap. So he's got a 138.5 right now. Very good lap for Mr. Chip Reese going on.
Just imagine if you realizes that whole racetrack around that final corner.
Right.
Another half second there, yeah. So great time from Jim Reese here.
Ooh,
Oh, you
little
know what? That is all right,
oh.
man. He made that mistake there, but I don't think he's going to be too disappointed with what times he's seen today.
Yeah, no.
That's a great time for Jim today. So really good to see it. I mean, that just puts him right in the middle of that crazy mix of that Pro-Am lobby right now. The division is going to be crazy tight. We're talking the thousandths of a second, hundreds of a second difference between some of these drivers. He has just plugged himself right in the middle of all that at that time. So
This is just
great improvement. Great improvement here from Jim today. Today's minutes there. Go can hardly hear Nolander. What else can hardly hear Nolander?
Hey, John, so this is qualifying for the GTRC for the 2023 season beginning January 7th. Is that correct, Mr. GT?
January 14th.
January 14th. My apologies.
They're qualifying for a GT4 season. Don't let the MX-5 fool you, Chad. This is just a car that we use for our pace testing here at GTRC. Alright, so Chip is going to finish up his lap here. We know this lap isn't going to be better than what he had there. We've seen that wicked wipeout there coming into turn 3. But again, I think that he's probably going to be pretty darn happy with what he put down here today. That was a massive improvement from yesterday.
Very good. Well done.
3 seconds, maybe a little more improvement from his time on yesterday in qualifying. So that was a very big improvement.
Wow, yeah. Excellent. Very well done.
You see VPR Racing Team there as well. Victory Pace Racing, ladies and gentlemen. What that does stand for. And I told you, I know a lot about a lot of these drivers. So,
all right. We now
perks
have
of the job.
Apex's Tattooed Freak out on the track. Very nice, clean looking livery there. They always have really nice liveries.
Of course. Is he out on track? Well, he's going to give her anyways, eh? Alright, so Apex Racing's Tattoo Freak, ladies and gentlemen. This guy here is the head. He's the main man. He's the guy who started Apex Racing Team a long, long time ago. Of course, he's got a great team of guys behind him now helping him run things over there at Apex Sim Racing. But this is the man behind Apex Sim Racing here. And he's already got an Apex livery on this car, and I'm not that surprised, Chad.
Yeah.
I'm not that surprised.
And I can tell you, Chat, I have raced in leagues with Tattooed Freak before, and I can tell you from experience, he is quite fast. Very good racer, y'all. So look for some quite impressive times for this gentleman. I'm going to guess mid 136s.
All the livery requirements. He is on the ball, Chat.
Yeah. I'm going to guess mid 136s.
We'll see. He's just got the brand new Fanatec 80 Pro. It's the first time he's actually driven on it. So
oh boy!
We don't know what to expect out of him here today.
Yeah, we could expect improvements, or we could expect a learning curve. Either way is possible.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about Apex Racing. Maybe not about what's happening, but maybe in the future. Here at GT45 Gaming, we really take pride in our community, giving back to our communities, whether it be our real life communities or our virtual communities here. So with that being said, Apex Racing has really stepped up, and they're going above and beyond this season to do some pretty awesome things for a couple of the guys in the team here this year. And that's all I'm going to say about it for now. But once everything is kind of all off the way and said and done, and signed, sealed, delivered, yeah, we're going to bring these guys in, and we're going to have them come in for a special little broadcast. In the new year, I'm gonna do a broadcast, and we're gonna bring in some people that have kind of gone above and beyond last year for the community, and we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk to them, and just have a fun little 1 hour, 2 hour quote unquote podcast session on Facebook and YouTube too on the stream.
Nice, very good. Joe, appreciate that thumbs
give you the reasoning why they're doing these things and what made them come up with these ideas, and it's just to show the community that there is more to us just being a bunch of boys behind the wheels of a race car, and in this case a bunch of boys and girls behind the wheels of race cars.
Great exit around that final corner.
Steve is still holding down the fastest lap on track. She was the first driver out here too today, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's been able to take that lap from her. So, and
that was her first lap too. She nailed that. Her first lap, she flat nailed it. Here we go. Mid 136 as I called it. Bam.
36.5 Tattoo Freak. And I'm going to tell you right now, Chad, like, no practice. He's just set up his DD Pro. He's probably just got this thing up in his rig. He's probably just getting used to these pedals and everything that's going on with this thing. He just comes in and just slaps down the 36.5. Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, and
It's his first laps on these pedals and wheels.
Exactly, we were just talking about that, yeah. And I seriously wouldn't doubt to see him get that down to the low 136s, if not into the upper level of the 135s too. Again, like I said, Tattoo Freak is rather fast, guys. So watch out for this guy.
Here we go. We have got some fierce competition.
That was a great corner. Really carrying the speed through there. That was too good. That was too good. Oh.
No, I've opted out of quali today. After this, we're going to have a couple of minutes for the boys to wind down because everybody's been very respectful during the quali, which I'm really happy about. It's been quiet, it's been respectful. People are letting people concentrate. It's gone smoothly.
Awesome.
We've had on and off the circuit smoothly, no real problems. You know, so you guys know we're going to have a couple of minutes of the people who've been sitting and waiting to get out there and just get back into the flow.
Yeah.
For us all to take the mickey out of each other, you know, for like we like to do for like a couple of minutes or so, and then we're going to smash out a little 5-lap race, which I will be starting from the back because I've not set a quali. So for me, it's going to be interesting to see how I manage to progress in 5 laps. If I manage to progress, the guys have got a lot quicker. Seen great improvement from Simon, which is nice. Type R has been good.
Well, that's funny. We were talking about that with Simon.
Chip's improved. Definitely was quicker.
Gentlemen, we were saying that you guys, especially, you know, yourself and Hair Racer, were really going to be rooting for Type R. He was going on. He looked really good. He looked very good on track.
He's just got to start using his left foot for his braking.
So
he's driving
coming
with
in. Chip improved by 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, Chip was, like I said, Chip was great. Yeah, he looked so much smoother. Devlin looked so much smoother than yesterday. It looked like that was close. Oh, that might be.
Yeah, Tattoo is on the move. He's really pushing this car to its limits.
Oh, I can't imagine the expressions on this gentleman's face right now. I'm just picturing this in my mind.
Oh, he's having fun. Yeah.
I know Tattoo on a personal level. So, yeah, I know he's getting like a schoolgirl right now, I can guarantee you.
Yeah, he's just barely down right now by 25 thousandths of a second.
He's probably got a cigarette.
He nails this last corner. That was a really good.
See, for me on that corner, what I'm seeing is a lot of people are just trying to run in with a little bit too much speed, so they're having to run really wide. That's what I see on that corner. That's one of the corners. This track isn't a good track for me, but that's one of the corners where you need to be slightly later coming in, taking slightly tighter, accelerate out sooner.
Just down.
That's where I'm seeing a lot of problems.
Final lap here for Tattooed Freak to see if he can beat that 136.5. Really great time on his first official lap. So we'll see if he can.
It's funny how that works, isn't it? It's usually the first lap, and after that you're chasing it, and that's what causes you to overdrive, chasing that first lap.
Yeah, you're trying to push to beat that last lap, and so you push just a little bit extra hard, which you can tell he's doing right now as he kind of got a little bit of four-wheel drift. Yeah, he did. He four-wheel drifted into that corner just a little bit, which we all know.
This car likes to do that as well. That's the fun of this car. It likes to be a little bit playful. But I've not met a single person that doesn't like driving it, you know.
He is using all of the race.
Oh, that's a penalty. If that's not, I'm going to scream blue murder. Hey, thank God. Somebody else that can get a penalty on that corner other than just me.
Yeah, he went pretty deep into that corner there for this little car. So
yeah, he was flat cruising too.
I mean, you could have been a cut between mine and his car where I'd have picked up the penalty, but at least somebody else picked up the penalty.
That's the way you take that final corner right there. He just nailed that.
That's the one. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, he nailed that corner.
Get out early.
And that's the experience of Tattoo Freak behind the wheel. I mean, he's a very quick race car driver. That's just, again,
he is.
Between the experienced and the inexperienced drivers in that final corner, that he's going to make a ton of time up there. But that second penalty is going to kill the lap here for him, really. So,
guys, I'm popping off. Back later.
All right,
so we're
partner.
gonna have a short little break here, chat, for these guys. They're gonna, trash talk and do what they do in the chat, and then we'll see a little sprint race from all the drivers, and then we'll probably be heading over to Watkins Glen from that point for part 2 of the qualifying for all the drivers here today. All right, fantastic. All right, Nolander, I'll leave you to your stream here for a couple of minutes, my guy. I'm just gonna hit that mic off button for a couple of minutes. And I think I need to go use a little voice room, actually. So
Copy that.
A couple minute break, and then we'll see a 5-lap sprint race. So I will touch base with you after the sprint race. Enjoy commentating on sprint race, my guy.
Absolutely, my guy. We'll chat with you here real soon. All right, my guys and gals out there. How we all doing today? Hope y'all are well, having an absolutely blessed day. Hope that you are enjoying the show here for GTRC's Day 2 qualification times here. And we still have Miss Devious, who we're looking at right now, holding the fastest lap thus far with a 135.5, just an absolutely blazing lap from her. And she came out and had her outlap and then busted out that really, really good lap on her first lap, her first official lap. So everybody's been trying to run her down, and the closest we have seen is still 1 second off from that time. So look out, fellas. We got some gals up in the picture now that are going to give you all a run for your money. Again, like Mr. GT45 was saying, we are going to have just a few minutes letting these guys just go around, get a little bit warmed up, back on track again, and then we shall see a quick 5-lap sprint race with those that are here still. When that does happen, we'll have a nice little race to call for you guys. So we've definitely thus far seen some well-rounded individuals taken to the racetrack this evening here at Duke Forest Raceway. Got quite a few people who were in here earlier who did manage to put in some qualifying times but are no longer in the room. So it looks as though so far we'll have at least 6 racers for this quick little 5-lap sprint race. Should be very interesting to kind of get together of an idea of what these racers are like when they're on the track with other cars, right? Because we all know that qualifying is completely entirely different to actually being in a race. Now, you get people who are on one end of the spectrum and people who are on the other end of the spectrum, to whereas they qualify really, really good, but then they get on the racetrack and with other cars around them and making split-second decisions and whatnot, they're not just quite as good as what they are on qualifying. And then, of course, you have the other end of the spectrum to where people like myself don't do well under qualifying. It just need that. For myself, it's having the other drivers on track. Myself, it just makes me push that a little bit harder, but it also makes me be more aware of how hot I'm coming into a corner. Say I'm in somebody's slipstream, I'll slow down a little bit more than what I would if I was on the track by myself, which then in turn actually gives me a really good exit out of that corner to get right back up into that slipstream again and potentially make a move. And that's what we'll see from a lot of these racers on track. Some of them will be better in the race than what they are in qualifying. And then you have racers that are just absolutely amazing, and they qualify really, really well, and they race really, really well too. There's really not much of a difference in their times at all. So Miss Devious again putting down a 135.584. If I'm not mistaken, that's the exact fast lap that she put in for qualifying. So we do have 8 now. There are 8 racers in here for this. I think I'll put my headset on so that I can hear the cars, because I really, really love to hear the sound of these race cars on track. Oh yeah, that's much better. So we have Miss Devious on track, we have Hair Razor on track, we have THG's Method on track, SPG Type R is on track as well. We've got Icer Devlin here, we have Lone Ghost, we have Tagger in the pits, Method has jumped back into the pits, and Mr. Chip Reese back in the pits, just waiting to get this race started. So we got Hair Razor just behind Miss Devious here. We'll see if he can't close that gap. I think he's maybe just outside of the slipstream, but quite difficult to tell, really. Yeah, so he'll be sitting just outside of the slipstream here. Still, both of these racers looking very crisp and clean. Hair Razor with his best lap so far, a very low 136, so well done to Hair Razor on that. And you can see the consistency out of Miss Devious. Her slowest time being a 136.5, and her fastest time being a 136.185. So she's looking at just under a half a second difference between each one of her lap times, and that is some good consistency. It really is. Let's take a look at Type R here. Again, coming in again today and bettering his qualifying time. So congratulations to Type R for that. Well done. I do believe Devlin also has come in today and put down a faster time than he did yesterday. But the story of the hour, aside from Miss Devious coming in and laying down a blazing fastest lap time at 135.
What's up, Nolander?
Hey, howdy. What's going on, partner? How you doing, man? Have you got me? Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me now, my guy?
I got you, buddy.
Right on. How you been, partner? How you been?
Good. You?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for asking. Glad to hear that you are well also. Just watching some of y'all put down some good times here. It's looking like it's going to be a fantastic season once again here for GTRC. So super excited about that.
That's awesome. So you're going to start doing some comms now too, huh?
Yes, sir. Indeed we are. How was your qualifying going on for you? How are you feeling about it?
You know, my first lap, the 1.6, I think it was a 1.6956 or something like that. I felt like I can do better, but I've got 4 laps with this wheel and pedal setup, this new wheel and pedal setup, so I don't even have the settings figured out yet or any of that shit, but I've just been excited to jump on and start racing again. It's been a week since I've been in the rig, and
right.
I just wanted to get some time in and figured, well, fuck it, what the hell, let's see what I can do.
Yeah. So having that that being said, with only just 4 laps under your belt, you came in and put down a blazing fast time, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually at 136.5, my guy. So right in the middle of the 136s. I'm pretty sure is what you put.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that was definitely a really well done for having just getting on. How are you liking that DD Pro, my guy?
I mean, I'm 4 laps into it, right? So I'm like, I still, you know, like, it's going to take a little getting used to. That's for sure.
It does, and for me, it was the difference in the pedals, because I just recently switched from the Logitech D29 to the Thrustmaster T300 GTRS,
okay.
and it was just a little bit of a learning curve as far as the pedals goes. Gas pedals seemed to be just fine for me. For myself, it was the brake pedal. It just felt like I was pushing the brakes and like nothing was happening. So I'm going all the way to the floor with the brakes, thinking, you know, it's just not slowing down. It's just not slowing down. And really, it was just the amount of tension that was there was less than what it was on the T29. But having gotten used to it now, I picked up my times quite a lot, and I'm guessing and hoping the same for you, my guy, because you're already pretty darn fast. So slow down so the rest of us got a chance, my guy. Oh. No,
it's all good. Yeah, so I've been using the CSL load cell pedal now for a couple of months.
Oh, okay.
But I was using a CSL Elite wheelbase. So I went from the CSL Elite to the DD Pro, but I'm using the same pedals. The only difference is in my old rig, I had the pedals inverted.
Oh, yeah, here we go, guys. We're about to get this little 5-lap sprint race going on. Ball starts are inbound, so we have had no false starts. So well done to all racers, getting a good, clean start. We're jumping in here on Devlin. All right, there we go. All of them in a nice little line here. What's that, buddy?
Ghost still streaming, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's just taking himself a little tinkle time and refreshing his beverage, and he will be back with us here quite shortly, I'd imagine.
Right on, right on. Well, I just wanted to jump in, say what's up, and I just wanted to say, you know, like, man, I'm looking forward to racing with a lot of these guys this year, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, indeed. Best wishes to you in life and on track, my guy. Thanks for popping in and saying howdy. We appreciate you.
All right, buddy. You guys take it easy.
Hey, you too, man. You too. So we got Miss Devious leading the pack. Absolutely, partner. You as well. Miss Devious leaving the pack, leading this pack here. Hair Racer looking to make a move along the inside. Comes in pretty good and hot. Keeps that car under nice control there. Well done by Hair Racer there. That was a really nice pass. So Hair Racer now taking the lead and has already opened up 0.6 of a second on the gap. Miss Stevie is still well inside that slipstream though, and gaining. Back on Hair Racer now. Oh, we have a yellow flag. We have a caution flag out. It looks like, oh, Type R getting it a little wrong. Into the wall. You're back on track, my guy. So we got Mr. Doug Barrow here, still just sitting very comfortably in P4. Just hanging back and waiting for any small mistake or a door being left open. He will take advantage. So we got Hair Razor still in P1, Miss Devious in P2, following closely behind. Nice little line. Hair Razor getting a little crazy there, allowing Miss Devious to close that gap up even more. We got Method, THG Method. Oh, he's got himself a half-second penalty, but looking really good in P3 just now, with Mr. Doug Barrow hot on his heels, and he's going to get this pass on under this penalty serving zone. Method just pulling off the line, thinking he was going to be able to get rid of that penalty on this lap, and it's actually next lap that he'll have to serve that penalty. Maybe not. It doesn't seem to appear to be there, but he didn't ghost under the penalty, which they might have it set that way. I don't know. So Doug now given an opportunity here in P3, see if he can catch up with Miss Devious and Hair Raiser. Another yellow flag is out. Oh, we're just coming back around to Type R there. Okay, that's what's going on. Type R just going to hang it up for this race, as I believe he has had himself a complete engine failure and having tagged that wall. So Doug reeling in Miss Devious and Hair Raiser, putting in his fastest lap. Nice looking line through that. Late on the apex. Very good. A little drifty. Oh, good clean line coming out of there as well. All three of these racers, really clean lines coming through there. We got THD Methods back there in fourth place. Does have a 1 second penalty, but he's looking really sharp too. So we got Devlin now is going to creep back up onto the rear end of Method. So that's going to open up an opportunity for him. Taggart pulling his best lap by a second and a half, so well done to him as well. And Type R, yeah, sitting there with complete engine failure. We'll get him sorted. I'm sure that pit crew is already talking about what needs to be done and how quickly it needs to be done. Ooh, Miss Devious gaining a lot of ground under braking right there. Just a little bit of a tap. Miss Devious just not going to take the pass that way. Both of these racers getting a little sideways right there around that corner. That was beautifully well done to the both of them. Again, these Mazdas really do like to do that, but as you've seen there, it really actually does help to rotate the car. You just don't want to get too much. Too much slidey, and you're definitely losing some time. So, Hair Raiser looking really good this first race here. Coming around what will be the final corner here shortly after this long stretch, and then we'll be on the final lap. Doug still sitting right behind. I believe he has just caught up into being in that slipstream. Gains a lot of ground under braking. Well done by Doug there. Really closing that gap up, y'all. Doug is on the move sitting here in P3 with 1 lap to go. Can he gain a position or two? We shall see. Hey, last call. Appreciate you coming in. Merry Christmas to you, my brother. Merry Christmas to you and yours, my guy. I hope all is well with you. So, yeah, Doug really closing that gap. Ooh, Doug with the fastest lap on track with a 135.7. Really moving on that last lap he was. Ooh, Miss Devious getting it just a little bit wrong there. Doug creeps right up onto her rear end. That little mistake just cost you just a tiny bit. It really wasn't much of a mistake at all. She just got the car just a little bit loose, but really closing up to Hair Raiser now. She's doing really, really well. This is quite the battle, you guys. This is going to give you just a little bit of a taste and an idea of what's going to take place here with the GTRC this coming season, y'all. So, very excited about this. You can see, like I said, this is just a little bit of a taste of what you're going to see here. What looks like will be, out of these three here, will definitely be the Pro Lobby. We got Method back just 6 seconds back behind them, and Devlin just 3 seconds behind them. Taggart still hanging in there, still getting this car around the track, so well done to that man. Let's get back together with our leaders here. Oh, Oh, this is good racing, guys. Each one of these racers took a different line on there, looking for an opening, and Doug getting a really fantastic exit out of there. He may have it. He may have one pass here before this straight. He is going to go to the inside. Hair Racer not going defensive. I'm not sure if he's aware of Doug's. And that was it. That was it. So we got Hair Razor taking P1 and Miss Devious taking P2. Doug Barrow taking P3. We got Method coming in at P4. Devlin coming in P5. Taggart in P6, just about to cross the finish line. And Type R had himself a time. But that happens to us all. So well done. Good race. Good race, y'all. That was exciting. Well enjoyed watching that. So I do believe I don't see that we've had any more people come in to do any qualifying. Oh no, we have somebody has just joined. Just as I said that, somebody had just joined. So we'll see if perhaps there is one more racer that needs to qualify, or if this is just somebody who has jumped in, not realizing Lucky 7. Whether or not he is here for qualifying or just didn't realize that was what was going on.
He is a late register yesterday and started qualifying at 5.
Very good, very good. We got some clarification from Mr. GT45. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, welcome. Great little sprint race there.
It was.
I'm not sure what Type R and Barry R were having a discussion about there during that race, but it looked like it was a pretty lengthy discussion.
It was. I think it was a pretty heated conversation there.
Hopefully we'll see it not necessarily and we'll go on to one and the second part of the qualifying. So, yeah, that was interesting. It was a good race. That was a great race. Got fun there by that at my top four. That was all I was on the pace there. Yeah, great battle with the three motors driving there. Some little pace cap, some little pace. Expect to see come 2023 for these guys and gals in GT4 Championship season upcoming. So just good racing, I'm excited.
Indeed.
I was already excited. I am like extra uber excited now. And you know, the pro division is going to be fun, but I think in the pro am division where it's going to be out this season, the times are going to be so tight and so crazy close. I think you got your hands full in that division this season, my friend. I think those boys are going to absolutely put on a show.
Hey, looking forward to it. Always up to a challenge.
I can't wait to see what the timing list is. Once these guys get all that sorted out, this could be some crazy tight times.
Right. So we do see here that during that little sprint race, Doug Barrow able to put down a 1:35.6. And ladies and gentlemen, that is just 1/10 of a second off the fastest time for qualifying thus far, done by Miss Devious. So keep our eyes out on this guy, huh?
Miss Devious is going to be a big-time wrench in these guys' program this season. I got to tell you, that alone just sends tingles down my spine.
You got to make him work for it. That's for dago sure.
He has some game on the racetrack, John. It's going to be a lot of fun. Without a question of a doubt. I really do hope that this stems up all you lady sim racers out there that are just hanging out and hiding, because we want to showcase you. We want to show the world what you guys are, what you ladies do behind the race cars.
For sure.
You're out there. So, yeah, this is fantastic. It is exciting to see that. Dominique is welcomed with open arms as well. She's already a part of the community and the family. She fits right into the group. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. And again, your family's just growing very quickly this week. So we do appreciate everybody who has jumped into the Discord, even if you just come to hang out with the community or if you come to the base. And for those of you tuning in to the stream for the broadcast across all the channels here today, we got 2 GT45 channels fired up. We've got 2 Nolander gaming channels fired up, and we've got the GTRC YouTube fired up as well. So much love to all the viewers out there, no matter where it is you're watching from. We appreciate it.
Well, I've just seen we got a Happy Pappy in the lobby. Also, another quite quick racer. And where has he gone to now all of a sudden?
No, he's still there. He's still there. I think that might be frozen. I may have to do a hard reset here. So,
well,
so we're going to do that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're learning here as league operators as well. We'll flip this over to the chat screen here for a minute. As league operators and broadcasters, we're always learning. We have to find ways to work around whatever is going on within the game. And you know, it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast here. We are online. We're victims to the servers. We're victims to our internet connections. We're victims to people literally from all corners of the world being in the same place at the same time, right? That creates a little bit of lag. Sometimes it creates a little bit of latency. It creates a little bit of what we just saw there. A lobby freezing up for one particular, maybe 2 people. So, no big deal. Refire the game. And jump right back in there.
okay, that's what it was. He was just switching tracks. So we're now moved to Watkins Glen, y'all.
Yeah, I got locked out as soon as I left the lobby.
Oh, I'm unable to jump into spectating mode, though, as of yet. Yeah, John, indeed, very good racing between P1 and P3. Yeah, that was a great little teaser of what's going to be taking place. So again,
brought by Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get flagged for that.
As Mr. GT45 was saying, so guys, they are qualifying in these Mazdas, but the season will be ran in the GR4s. Interesting, you say? Well, I agree, but this little Mazda is the car that is the most closest to a GR4 category vehicle, but isn't one. So it's one that people probably aren't as used to driving as what they would be in a GR4 car. However, it's like I said, it's very close when it comes to the specs as a GR4 vehicle. So some interesting fun facts for y'all there.
It is what it is, yeah. Bear with me. It takes forever for the PlayStation 4 to load the game up. Good old PlayStation 4. Nice long loading times. We're not watching the intro, that'll get us in trouble.
Host has entered the game. Gonna have to go and look for the lobby again.
So there was definitely a bug or an issue with the lobby now. See, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're learning things again. Switching the lobbies. It didn't work out so well for us. It could be due to a number of reasons. We don't know what the exact reason is the cause of these things, but hey, simple fix is, well, I restart my game, you restart a lobby, and we all do it again.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. All you can do is just shake it off and just work through it.
Yeah, work around the workarounds, right?
It's been a bit of a battle.
Indeed it has, but it is getting much better, though. Like, no one can deny that from where GT7 has started to where they are at now is worlds apart.
Well, there is some crap as long as up for that race right now.
I'm looking at that, too. Oh man, he should have put qualifying only in that lobby title.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, these are quite quick on anybody that isn't supposed to be in there, so no big deal.
Right. Right.
All right, chat. So we are here presenting on behalf of GTRC Community today. Obviously, you guys are quite familiar with that over here at GT45 Gaming. We're competing for a little over this time now. We've got 2.5 full season of these guys now. We've got a banger of a season coming up. Actually, one of the most epic seasons we've seen over here yet. I'm definitely excited about it, so welcome everybody.
All right, guys. So we got the rest of the racers are now jumping in to the lobby here as they have gotten that sorted. And
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're all good, my man. We knew it was
We were having people that weren't able to control their cars.
Yeah, it's all good. Again, you know, we're just at the mercy of the game, so we understand. It's no big deal.
See, I'm not sure about Lucky Slevin. But just 7 is not Slevin, that's not an L. I'm not sure if he's registered. Chip says he hasn't yet, but wants to, so I don't really want them qualifying right now. If they're not even registered for the season.
That's my mistake. I thought he was registered, but
well, I don't know. I don't know. And Bar's not here to confirm. I am going to be running sessions, as I've said, sessions throughout the week for the people, because you're allowed 2 quali sessions, as you know, to get their second session in or even get their first sessions in. But I mean, Hannah was signed up, wasn't she? She hasn't come along yet, so we're losing people from the chat as well, which is weird. I don't know if they're just going because they've run out of time or what. But yeah, so yeah, that's why we had to switch. So sorry about that.
No, all good.
We tried resetting the lobby, it didn't solve the problem. We're blaming it on Type R because it happened to him in the race before he left, and then we could change the lobby. He had frozen our lobby and wasn't letting it change, and then Devious tried to go out and it didn't work, so it's Simon's fault.
you let that, I was just going to step away
I
from
had to restart my app, so it might have been me. It might have been me.
Might have been. I'm blame Type R. It's fine. That's what we're all doing.
So on that note, did he have a good discussion with Barry R there? Like, are these two are they okay now?
I hope okay now. Sorry.
Yeah, no, at Type R, we've seen him in that sprint race, our Deep Forest. He was just having a little.
Oh no, yeah, having a chat with Barry R. Yeah, the French driver. Yeah, no, he had a chat with him. No, he's from Belgium. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, he had a chat with him, and they made up their differences. They had a bit of a disagreement to start with, but Simon wasn't in that car. He was viewing from Razor.
Oh.
Whilst his car was on circuit, which was weird. So yeah,
That's kind of cool.
It was kind of kit, but without the ability to drive well.
Yeah.
He was Michael Knight for a brief moment and was broken down. So yeah, that's what happened.
Hey, Stefan, appreciate that like on the stream. Yo, what's going on, my guy? How we doing?
That was probably a precursor sign that the lobby wasn't going to cooperate with it any longer.
Yeah, I was hoping when we reset the room it would sort itself out, but it didn't. It just switched the problem over to someone else. So we've reset again. The session shouldn't take as long because, as you know, it's just 3 laps around here. I'm hoping people don't join in whilst Davis is on our flying laps because it will create a glitch and you'll lose a few tenths, which is annoying. It shouldn't still be happening, but it happens. So there's way, as long as everybody's on circuit, I can send someone out as she's on the back straight. You know what I mean? I can say, okay, you go, and it's not going to affect her final lap. Whereas if they join from off track, it affects the lap. So.
Alright, what do we have here? 157, 156. This is not the fastest lap we've seen on Watkins Glen so far this weekend, but it's definitely encroaching on it. I think picked up 56.2, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. So, she's got a little bit of work to do if she wants to grab that lap off. You can see they are Impact Racing picking up starting parking. Sorry, Doctor. But she's very quick. She's very quick driving. So one more crack at it here with you. She is 3 tenths up, so she is in 56s right now. She can hold this, hold the momentum here around. Up to the bus stop. You got the outer loop right here. You want to grab that inside curve and power through it here. It's coming down to the carousel, ladies and gentlemen. From there we end up coming into the root sector, so she's racing right now. And driving up the straight section called the Laces of the root sector here, walking so we come in around the toe. This is this really hard corner here around the right hand side, Jack. And then from there, I don't really have a name for this straight. I call it the soul. It's just another straightaway run. I'm up into the heel of the root here right now, another little right hand semi hairpin corner, and then come up here and follow the chase, and that's the final couple corners lead something to start finish line around Watkins, but so a little bit of information on corners and let the volunteers pull over and everybody up there watching.
Yeah, I appreciate that myself as well.
This is one of the very few tracks I never forget corner names, so this one I've got.
Well, we'll have to go over that with you at a later date.
Really good exit there, so let's see what she does.
Great exit. Great exit.
Yep.
Could have made up that. She made up 2 attempts.
Yeah, 156.7.
So good time there for Miss Devious. Not quite as fast as we've seen around Watkins here, but still very commendable time by Miss Devious. She was a great job to her on her first flying laps. Now let's see if anybody else up on the track can crack that lap.
This is a track I excel at. I'm quite good here. I'm just gutted that I'm not doing any quali today. You know.
Method, we don't know what to expect on the method. Again, I raced with this guy. We know he's quick, so good challenge this lap. We'll have to wait and see, Jack.
High hopes for Method.
He had a good qualifying on Deep Forest. He had a very good time at 36.3, so we should expect to see much of the same from him here. Definitely has to be at least a 57. That's probably shocking if we don't. And if we don't, he may not be very happy with himself about it either. So,
well, and we did see in that little sprint race they just had, that little 5-lapper sprint race, he was holding his own, just following quite closely behind in 4th place on that. So just behind the top 3 drivers, and he managed to pick himself up a penalty and slowly just fell back from there. But he was really holding his own.
Good exit here. A little bit off the inside curve in there, compromising just a smidge, but it still looked like he kept a pretty good bit of a head up out starting to lap here. So
he picked up a bit of understeer going in. So it wouldn't have compromised it too much. That's a great way to take that corner, although he didn't power on early enough. That's a great way to take that first corner. Is a lot of inside curve.
Absolutely. Watkins is a really quick flowing technical racetrack. It's technical, but it's a quick kind of technical here.
Yeah, it's got a good flow, it's got a really good flow to the circuit.
Different kind of racetrack in Deep Forest. Deep Forest has a combination of really slow, tight technical sectors and then some long runs, where this one is just a high speed sweeping everything. It has a little bit of everything on this corner. It has some hairpins, has some chicanes, and you just fly.
Unfortunate.
Do you ever see under 30 gear in your race car around Watkins Glen? So
that is unfortunate. Method just picking up a 1-second penalty there.
Thankfully, that's not going to kill his entry into his final hot lap here, but
no,
it's going to hurt that time for this lap. So he really does need that final lap to be really mean and clean.
Yeah, he's going to have to be spot on this next lap for sure.
And again, the bus stop can make or break your lap here at Watkins Glen. You just see Method here picking up a 1-second penalty. He had a good run through there, but just a little too much track he used up there. Stewart
it's the second curve.
Dropping the gavel, so.
It was the second curve that killed him on that one. He just took that tiny bit too much on the second curve. Tried to straight line it that tiny bit too much, which is that you've got to straight line the bus stop for the first part. Because you can take a lot of, but he just...
How much you guys paying that camera crew up there at the chopper? Because they did
too much, man. Yeah, but they don't do it often enough. With the amount we're paying them, they should be giving us more of those shots. I want to see them chase that whole car around.
There we go. We heard it. Helicopter crew. We got to get to work now. That was a great angle. That was a great angle. I'd love to see more angles like that from the aerial down for sure.
So here we go. 2-minute flat on that one. Here we go on his final hot lap. We'll see what Method can put down. Looking really good on that first corner. Nice entry and exit.
He definitely used it all that time.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
That was only a 2-minute lap because that bus stop spooked him. He slowed down after that a lot because the rest of it didn't look too bad. It looked smooth. It looked clean. It just looks like to try and figure his lines out at a slower pace because it shouldn't have been at 2 minutes off that 1 second.
Here we go into the bus stop again. We'll see how he clears it this time. He's up a half second on his time.
He took the bus stop right
a little wide.
Okay.
He's going to be kicking himself.
Yeah.
He's going to be kicking. But the Mazda, so the chat knows, so everybody out there knows, the Mazda does get really loose entering the bus stop. it's the car's a little bit loose, a little bit playful as it is, but it gets proper loose. It's trying to kill you. On the engine to the bus, if you've got even a tiny amount of lock on, or you're still running that brake slightly, it's going to spit you across the circuit, and that's what happened to him there.
He did a great job of keeping it underneath him, though, and avoiding a penalty on exit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a big catch. That is. He's going to be kicking himself about this.
With his qualifying here at Watkins, though, that much I can guarantee you. So he was only half a second up there, which means he's only sitting at about 59.5. And then he was only like 300s down. So yeah, he's not going to be thrilled about how this went here on Watkins for him.
He's up. He is up by 1.7 seconds, may as well call it.
So a little bit of time being made up out of the bus stoppers.
Final corner here.
Good
exit.
A really great exit there.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time for him.
1:15.
Yeah.
Came through pretty good there, but I do know that's still not. I know this driver. He's not happy with that. He definitely wanted a lowest 57 here.
He's got another session. You know, I mean, this is his first quali session. He's got another chance to bear that. So it was definitely a good finish to that lap.
All right, so we got long goes
out here. He doesn't quite have as much time to get his head down here at Watkins as he had at D4 earlier. He's only got 2 hot laps here to put down his best time, so he needs to lock it in here on his out lap and put in 2 good solid laps here. And again, I'm very interested to see what this driver is doing. He's a quite new driver. He's been working really hard in the community to learn as much as he can before the season starts. So we've definitely got our eyes on this driver. We're always sending extra positive vibes to the new drivers. We want them to do well. We want them to feel good about what they did on the track. So we're definitely excited to see what he can do here. He's looking good so far.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what. It doesn't really matter what level of racer you are. It's always a learning experience every time you get on track, from the pros to the AMs. It doesn't matter. We're all learning every time we get on track, and you get a little bit more comfortable each lap you go around.
Yeah, that's the before about this guy.
Spooked him a little bit there. He almost looked like he let off a little bit there, but let's see what you got. 154 out laps, not terrible.
No. It's really easy to bottle that last corner, but this guy's been working really hard, and he's come on leaps and bounds. He's not getting lapped as often in like the practice races. He's not just diving off the circuit anymore if someone's coming up behind him. You know, if we do a longer race and he has a nightmare, you know, he's not diving off the circuit. But he's not getting in the way. He's doing the right things, you know. Whereas before you'd see him in the dirt most of the time because he's just right. Someone's coming up behind me. I'll stick it in the wall on the dirt. But he doesn't do that anymore. He keeps going. He keeps going anyway. He's always been a guy that no matter what happened, he'll finish the race, and that's brilliant. We love that.
Yeah, that was really well done through the bus stop.
He's just doing so much better.
He had a smooth bus stop.
Really good here.
Yeah.
He's looking really good here. We're watching the quite going around on the first lap here. He's being cautious. He's definitely being cautious, but that cautious is keeping him in pretty decent lines here. So. Got a pretty good corner there. He needs to coast us a little bit to get pulled back in. He does a good job there.
Yeah, nicely done.
And you can tell that you can see the inexperience with Longo still. He's not, taking the wide entry or he's not utilizing that full racetrack.
Yeah.
And that's something that's not easy to pick up as a learning sim racer. That is something that starts to develop as you start to feel comfortable with your driving. So. A little bit contact, I hope he doesn't get a penalty for that. That would be heartbreaking.
He won't get a penalty. He's got damage though.
But yeah, he's going to compromise his.
Final corner. We'll see how he nails it.
It's all right. He's just got. He had a good lap there. It was just that corner messed him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Good final corner for him.
He's going to be over 2 minutes here, but I mean that was definitely potential to be a sub 2 minute lap with the contact there. So.
Oh, definitely.
Final
the back of the thing is the rear end damage on this Mazda actually takes a lot of effect. The rear end damage is so much harder to keep it under control. Oh, he's picked up a penalty. Just as the damage come off, it's slung him a bit wide as the damage come off. Oh.
No, I think they gave it to him.
I think so too.
Oh, he has got away with it. Oh,
Fantastic. That's good. That's good. I'm good to see that. It's good to see the stewards feeling a little festive here today.
I'd have got one for that, but I'm so glad he didn't. You know what I mean?
Here we go through the bus stop again. He is up half-tenth of a second.
All right. This is what he can do here.
Nice push through the
run.
first corner.
That's a good run.
Yeah.
That was a great bus stop.
Yep,
there.
that was really clean.
I guarantee you, Miss Devious is pretty excited to hear how he's running here so far today. She's been working really hard for this driver.
She's hard on him. She'll tell him off.
So, he's working. I mean, he looks like a different driver compared to what I remember seeing last season. So,
Definitely.
fantastic job here today, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what it's all about. It's all about everybody helping each other out here. So, he's looking solid. You can see some confidence building. He doesn't panic on the stage. So again, great recovery right there. Great
Nice save. Nice save.
It's unfortunate that he's up right now. It's unfortunate. That was a great save there, but again, I was just saying he doesn't panic anymore. He just takes it as it comes to him here. He got dirty tires, so he didn't compensate for the dirty tire factor. He's probably going to put the penalty up this time.
Yeah.
Really wide around the corner there, but
He's cooking it. He's trying too hard now. He's trying too hard. He's made a mistake and he's fighting.
I mean, at the end of the day,
He's done a great job.
We know that he's a pro-am driver here. Obviously, he's a new driver, but we're always just rooting for these. We're always rooting to see the improvement. And I still see tons of improvement. He didn't get the times probably he wanted to see here today. A little bit of mistakes, but minor detail. He had a fantastic run at P4. It's just earlier on here, so lots to take away from the experience here today for the driver. He'll come back here and Nolander. I mean, he didn't miss that lap by half miles here. And all of his mistakes actually. So yeah, he's got it in him. He's definitely got it in him, Chad. You can see it. So
Tagger 2 times now on track for his outlap. He nailed that bus stop. Absolutely nailed it.
I don't know much about this driver. I don't know which community he hails from or where he comes from. I know absolutely nothing about this driver, but he looked pretty good at Deep Forest. So
he's looking pretty smooth right now, really.
See what he's got here. We love unknown drivers because they always just have lots of surprises for us. It's absolutely fun. So fun.
Nice, clean exit.
Right, guys, I've invaded you guys enough for a little while. I'm going to jump back out and see how it's getting on over there. I've got Razor running the list of the order they went out in the first lot. So the order he's written down is how they're going out this time. So
coming into
I don't have to keep jumping out to release people. The joy is having a couple of admin running the room. It's nice. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, buddy.
We have got in the other chat. Mr. Fisher Dars in the other chat, but I don't think he's going to be running qualies. He's happy with what he's got. So he won't be running qualies, I don't think, but we might see him in the race if he joins. He's got no heating at his house, so he's frozen, so he just doesn't want to race dressed up like the Michelin Man, you know?
You need movement.
Yeah.
So 152 outlap here from Tagger. Not bad outlap here from this driver, but second off that 2-3 outlap this season. So he's looking pretty good here.
Indeed.
It's definitely a solid 57 on this driver for sure today. He really does have a great angle through that bus stop.
That was very well done indeed, yeah.
He sets up that outer loop beautifully.
Yep, nicely down there as well.
Wide into the carousel coming into the sector. He's looking really good here on this lap.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a wiggle on the braking there with the car, but not too much there, and then right back out on it. So
that's pretty normal for these Mazdas too. They will get a little sideways on the under braking, not just under power.
Good way to put it, slideways. I love that. Alright, so coming up the straight here, coming around from the wheel sector, and they're up the chase. So just a few more corners left here for the first time. I really feel like this is a good time here. Oh, he goes wide, though. That is really unfortunate. That's when he fills next lap. But so we do this one here. 1 second.
A full second. I think that's the first we've seen on this track with the full second penalty there.
We did see Method with one out of the bus stop there when he went around as well, but definitely not a 1 second from that corner yet, so that's a hard penalty. He didn't really go wide there though. So let's see what he does as he comes around here, because his next lap is pretty much chalk for him, so he's really going to come down to this one
157 is looking like. Nope, 158.7. 158.7.
Not bad time. Not a bad time.
No, that's totally respectable.
He has only qualified one time, though, so we will have another attempt at either the two tracks or both tracks as well. Again, before they make it official for him. So obviously he's not probably going to better this time here with the 1 second penalty cap. So we're going to slot in that 158.761 here on Watkins. But again, this is only his first of two attempts here in qualifying, so he does have the option to run it again. So he does have the option to come and improve this time here on Watkins. And if he chooses to at D4, he has a pretty good time at D4. So I don't need to worry about that time as much, but just an unfortunate series of events here for him, floating wide coming out of the heel sector here at the racetrack, and it cost him big time here today. So, quality is quality, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it doesn't go your way.
Facts, my guy, facts. But as you said, a little bit of insider information for y'all out there. These drivers do get 2 attempts on their qualifying times, and that is 2 attempts on each of the tracks. So, all is not lost for sure.
No, I mean, if the officials feel like that a driver doesn't really have a full qualifying, he doesn't have a good day or something went off that day, they may allow him to rerun that particular track one more time and on top of that as well. Again, it's all about properly placing the drivers in the divisions they really do belong in, because we want them all, to have fun, have some great competition, and continue coming back every single week to race. So if you have close, tight divisions, then you get all those things just naturally. That's what we're looking to do here. We're showing off driver skill a little bit, showing off each of the drivers as we go around the racetrack. It's just a lot of fun. So.
Right, just giving the viewers a little peek into what they're going to be spectating on in the coming weeks here as we enter into the 2023 season for the GTRC guys. So very exciting stuff going on.
These guys aren't going to come out in the same order they came out in during qualifying on D4. This is Type R. What happened there to Type R? Just got caught up in the grass coming out of the pit lane there, and it pulled his car into the wall there, but no damage. So, and it's just the outlap, so no big deal here. But he had a really good, solid run at Deep Forest. He definitely improved his time there, so let's see if he can do the same here at Watkins. Now, he's running off of his pace qualifier from last season. He's looking to improve that time here today, and he's done a great job of doing so far this first part of his qualifying run today. So some of the drivers don't have to re-qualify if they've already done it for last season. They can opt to sit on their times and roll the dice, so to speak, to hope that that's going to be enough for them to stay where they are. Or they do have the option to come and rerun it again and try to improve on what they already have in place. So Type R is one of those drivers that's doing exactly that here this week.
Yeah, boy howdy, I can tell you I would be one for wanting to come in and improve my time, even if I did have a better time. It's a year later, right? You've got that much more experience under your belt, should be that much more comfortable on the track, which will show on your qualifying time. So I'd be a bit surprised to see some of the fellers from last season, if they didn't come in and re-qualify. It would be quite the interesting strategy from my point of view.
Yeah, and I mean, some of these guys, maybe they don't have time to re-qualify, anything.
Right.
To be a reason as well. But for those that are paying attention, they might be stressing a little bit right now.
They may be.
Today, like we have to see some quick drivers come in here this weekend and push the envelope a little bit, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, some of these gentlemen seeing the fastest laps that Miss Devious is putting down may be feeling slightly on the side of intimidated.
She's very confident driver, that's for sure, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed, and we've seen that. We got a little bit of taste of that on that 5-lap sprint race that they were just in. Was a fantastic race, and it gives you a little bit of an idea as to what these individual racers are like during the race and not just qualifying. So a whole lot of fun to see that.
Absolutely. Ooh, nice entry and exit coming through West out there by Mark. So again, looking very good here on his first lap around Watkins, but one that counts too. Lap is finished. This one is the first of his 2 counting laps here now. So Looking good. Looking good.
Hey, Christopher, appreciate that like and the share on the stream, my guy. Apologies for just now having noticed that. Thank you. Welcome.
Hey, I got Peyton, May, thumbs up, and Stephen Walters, thumbs up, Waters, thumbs up for my bad, my name. A little bit earlier there too, for almost 15 minutes. Let's put in a little boys room in that one right now.
I would say that's probably about the time for tinkle time.
Absolutely. As we get older, it's harder to not have to use that little boys room.
Yeah. So here we go. Type R coming into the final two corners. We'll see what kind of time he lays down for himself. His outlap being a 155.7. Fairly good outlap for sure. So he is definitely on the move with some nice clean lines. Great entry and exit right there. That was beautiful. This looked like it's going to be a pretty decent time. Yes, a low 158, 158.041, so darn near breaching the 157 mark. So nice lap there from Type R.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that's an improvement for him on his time as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure on that. So the driver's found some pace since about 6 months ago when we started the last set of seasons. So looking pretty solid out here. Again, one of these drivers is smart. He's been paying attention to what's going on in the Discord. He's been maybe watching the stream. He's been seeing some of these new faces coming in, seeing some of the time these guys are putting down. And one of these drivers just realized, you know what, I better come in.
Oh, what a line! Did you see that? That was a fantastic thing. And he's pulling purples right now, y'all. So he is flat out on the move.
Oh my goodness. And I would love to see Type R take this fastest lap right now. Chat pipe on the
We'll be sounding like a couple of schoolgirls up here in the commentators booth.
Good time up there. Pretty awesome. I'd love to see him steal that.
Hey, good corner there for sure. He's still half second up. Yeah, he's a half second up on his time now.
We're looking at mid-57 here. That's a very respectable time here. And again, walking him right in the middle of those super close times in the middle of the field here. So, see what he's got. See if he can open that up a little more here. Very good entry here. He's going to get a great exit here. He is looking solid this lap. Still up 3/10, so he lost a little bit of time through that final sector there, but
final two corners to come.
Here, so it is all going to come down to these final two corners. It needs such a great exit. He needs to keep
that looks good. That looks really good. Yep, that looked really good.
Beautiful corner there.
157s.
There it is.
Yes, 157.761. Well done to Type R. That was good. Good job.
Well done. Very well done for this driver. Super proud of this driver. That's a big improvement for him. He's going to be tickled pink today, Chad. I guarantee you, he is one happy camper right now. We got Chip out on tractor. He's sitting there for a little bit. It is his time to go now. He's got some damage. Alright, so there we go. I think he might have jumped out just a little bit early and he probably got told to wait, so he's just going to reset and he's going to go out again. Or is it a different driver?
Nope. Yep, Chip's coming back out on track again. So here we go. This will be Mr. Chip Reese's outlap. So obviously the outlap doesn't count towards your qualifying. What it does do is give you some confidence to go ahead and push because it's just the outlap, right? So long as you don't pick up a penalty or damage, it's always nice to kind of push the envelope on the outlap.
Absolutely. For me, an outlap is usually just get the tires scrubbed in. If there's tire wear on, I'll use that outlap to push really hard to get some wear into those tires immediately. So hopefully that when I come around a lap or two laps later, I've got maximum grip underneath my race car right away.
Nice and smooth around the bus stop there. So well done to Mr. Reese right there. That was really smooth.
He's definitely been working. He's definitely been putting in some work. He looks like a completely different driver today compared to yesterday's qualifying. So that's what it's all about. He's obviously reached out and taken some time to...
Oh, good job. Great line. He just was a couple of millimeters off of a perfect line right there.
He's still got good traction into that car, so not even really affecting the tires taking that grass either. He was able to hold that corner quite well. So just going to cost him a little bit of time, but again, it's the outlap.
It's the outlap, right. That's the time to do it.
In spot for you have the penalty, yeah.
Right, yep, time to push the envelope. Like I say, as long as you don't get a penalty and mess up your next lap or damage, would obviously mess up your next lap too. So, looking really smooth.
That was a great exit coming out of the chase there. So we're coming into the final couple of corners here, and then he's going to be on his official time lap here. So we'll see what he's got. He's looking really good here on his out lap.
Nail that corner.
Ooh, a little bit of contact with the wall. That's going to slow him down now a little bit coming up the straightaway here. He manages to avoid damage there, which is great, but definitely going to slow his exit speed up a little bit. Compromising the start of his first lap a little bit. A lot of track here to make that time back up. So.
Yeah, and he got a really good line on that first corner there. It seems to have gotten a really good exit out of it as well. So didn't slow him down too awful much. We'll see what happens here as he comes down the straight and getting set up for the bus stop here. He's moving
out of the rubber groove there too, so he's floating out a little bit wide there. But we'll see how this bus stop goes here. Looking for a good entry. Going to cut it now. Catch a little bit of that. Caught a lot of that curving. That was a great entry here. And
beautifully done.
Now he's got to tuck it in through the outer loop here. He's got to get some of that curve and just let the car float out wide under throttle.
Fantastic.
And that curve and gone. He's having a fantastic lap here for Chip here, Chad. That is for sure. It's looking really good here.
Let's go, Chip.
It's fun being a broadcaster for a long time. Been privileged and able to broadcast with many of these guys racing in various different leagues and events and things that are happening. And it's been a lot of fun watching a lot of these guys progress over their similar careers and watching develop fun races. It really is. It's cool. It's a lot of fun.
That is one of the more exciting aspects of racing is just to watch the racers develop their craft. It's fantastic to see.
It really is. He's looking so good here coming around this first lap. It's hard to say what it's going to be yet. Once he gets around that final corner, I'll have a little bit better estimation. But I don't think he was able to get under too big. I think it was a very high 59 yesterday for him at Watkins here. He didn't quite maximize that corner.
Get it.
Good exit there.
Nice. Yes, sir. He's looking at a good lap time here. 159s. Nope, 2. Just low 2. Well, mid 2.
You have to consider his wall hit at the lap before, at the start of the lap. He was so lucky to not pick up damage and not get a penalty. Because you know what this game can be like. You lose time and it goes, well, you've mudded it, let's slow you down some more.
Yeah, exactly.
That lap he kept so smooth and so clean.
He did too. He did.
And I think that last corner, it was a little bit slow, like you mentioned on the exit. But I think it was just that bowl from what happened the lap before. It's very easily done to just bottle out a little bit on that last corner.
Good entry again.
Jumped into the log. I don't know that.
A beautiful job by Mr. Chip Reese there on the bus stop. Good exit out of here. It's looking like he's gonna. Yep. Good clean exit as well.
Looking good. It's looking very good.
Very smooth. Even more so than on DeForest. He's running this track like he belongs here on this track. This day, putting in a good qualifying time thus far. Looks like he's going to hammer it out on this lap.
That was a great line around that corner chip there too. He really held that in around there.
Oh yeah, near half second up on his time.
He's one of those drivers I'm really looking forward to doing some work with because I think there's so much potential in there, you know what I mean? Really looking forward to driving to helping Chip out.
Beautiful entry and exit there.
He's looking good. He's been working. He's been getting his practice in for these. It's going to slow him down a little bit, but he didn't hit too hard, thankfully.
No damage, no penalty, so that's good. Final corners here. We'll see if he can nail these and keep that speed up. He was still 0.3 of a second.
He's going to have slightly dirty tyres, so. But I think that's the best line he's done around that corner.
Yeah,
really
great job. Under two. Oh, so close. Still picks up 0.3 of a second on his fastest lap, though. So well done to Mr. Reese there.
Upset about there. I think
No.
Good couple set of laps there. looked crisp. He was on his lines.
He's doing the right thing for what I'd class as a new driver as well. He's not trying to over push through the bus stop. He kept a really good line there. He could have pushed it a lot more than he did. But he kept that really crisp line. He's making sure he's setting laps. He's doing the right thing.
Yeah, well reserved.
That's how you build. You get where you are, where you're comfortable. You keep it clean, and then before you know it, you're getting quicker and quicker and quicker.
Exactly.
And those sorts of people are easier to help and train. And brilliant, great stuff from him.
We do have Apex Racing's tattoo freak out on track now, and I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I know this guy quite well. He loves this racetrack, so you'll be looking for a good time from him here today. Even though he's on those new pedals and wheel, that doesn't seem to be affecting him here apparently today. So,
yeah, facts.
It's going to be a pretty good time for Tattoo Freak here around Watkins, as long as he doesn't get out of trouble with the penalties here. But he loves this racetrack, so
he is looking uber smooth too. Uber smooth.
I'm not going to set a time because I don't want to upset anybody. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that was a great exit. He is going to have a great start.
It was a really clean exit. That was a good run for turn 1. He's going to have a good start to the lap.
Outlap comparable with what the Stevie put down in
nice.
Outlaps. So,
hooking into that first corner.
He is definitely on pace here.
Yeah, indeed.
He had a little too much slide for that turn 1. He needed to spread a tiny bit earlier to set it. A lot of the things, and I've went through this with you as well, Coach, there's a lot of these things you do on here. For this track, it's about setting it up just that little bit earlier than you normally would. Because of how flowy and fast the track is and how these cars are, you set it up that little bit earlier, although he's on purple still, great, it's a great run. That little bit of slide would have lost him about a tenth, maybe just over a tenth of a second.
That was a good bus stop right there.
A bit.
Boy, look out for Tattoo Freak right now.
Yeah,
this boy is loving his new toy.
He is on the move.
He is cruising today.
Yeah. Oh, great. Using every inch of the track.
Yeah, he's looking real good here. He just may be the lap that knocks this devious off.
It may be. It may be. That was a great line through there as well.
Could have a timing feed coming up your grooves here.
Yep, 4 corners to go before the final of the lap.
Where is it? Where's the split? Come on. I feel like I've missed it.
It's coming up right here around the next corner.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Had a little push there in the car trying to get into the corner. It cost him a little bit of time, but let's see what he does here.
Final 2 corners, let's see, yep. Really smooth.
There yet, so he's definitely still moving some on that final sector.
Yeah, it was a great exit, though. I think he's got it, guys. I think he's got it.
5, 6.
Oh, 156.9. So 2/10 of a second down. Where he's got this final lap to go, though.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely gave it a run there, but he did make a couple of little mistakes in that very end of that second lap. They were very subtle, but they definitely were there.
Yeah, that's all it takes to drop time. Just a subtle little mistake. You're not mistaken.
Yeah, I
know I can get a good close on this track, though. I'll look at that.
He is moving through here. Let's see what he can do with this last half of
That's a great bus stop. That's so well done.
That was very clean, yeah.
This time, last time, right through these final sectors here. So let's see if we can tighten that up. And
excellent exit coming out of there. Way smoother entry.
That's a perfect line through there.
Yep, that was way smoother entry into that corner. That was well done. I think.
Get quick on how you drive all along this left right now.
Sure, that was really nice as well. Oh yeah,
he's lost the 10. He's lost the 10, but that corner he could have just came in, got on the power that little bit sooner, but that's all that was.
Yeah, it was a really good entry. Like you say, I agree. He was just a smidgen of a second late on the power.
Yeah.
Man, let's see what he does as he comes around here. He's taking a really deep entry. He's going to get a great line through here. And
I don't know how he's losing time compared to last time.
I know, right?
So much cleaner through the corners. So much cleaner through the corners.
Oh, no! He's just blown it.
No, he's got away with it. He's got away with it. Can you Adam and Eve it? Oh my word!
Did he get it? Oh, 157.
1/100ths of a second, ladies and gentlemen. 5/100ths of a second off Miss Devious.
Keeps you on the corner of your seat, though, doesn't it? Keeps you on the edge of your seat, G.
Yeah, indeed. So well done. Great qualifying there from Tattooed Freak.
That was a great run there by Tattooed Freak. Boy, I thought he was going to get it there. He really gave it a good run. So.
Yeah, he was just pushing too hard, noticing that he had lost a little time in that one sector, and then decided to push it on the next.
Well, I got a race against this guy in about 3.5 hours time, Chad. I am a little terrified right now, I'm not going to lie. Oh boy. We might just have to order 66 Tattooed Freak there to slow him down a little bit, I don't know, Chad.
Alright, so now Hair Razor's out on track. Let's see what this gentleman can do. He looked really spicy in that little sprint race on Deep Forest.
He's a good driver. He's got lots of pace. And, like I said, I haven't really seen the pace I know that Hair Razor has throughout the last little bit. But over the last, like I said, the last few days, it seems like it's all of a sudden just kind of clicked back here. And so, yeah, quite interesting to see what he can do here today. He may challenge that time as well.
Yeah, he very well could. He did take P1 in that little sprint race.
Absolutely. He definitely had some company with him there throughout that race.
Yeah, some fast company.
But again, very quick driver. So at the end of the day, Hair Razor, he's more about the league, just having good competitive fun racing. He's definitely got his wish here, I think, this season. So I think he's just good to, no matter what happens. I think a lot of these drivers are really just going to enjoy the season and competition on racetracks. So.
Yeah, he's on the move too. Oh yeah, good line. Great exit.
That was going to be a 50.95
yeah.
outlap. That is the fastest outlap we've seen so far here at Watkins Glen today. So he is definitely cooking. A little bit of a slide coming into turn 1 there, and a little bit of slide on exit there as well. May cost him a little bit of time, but we'll have to see where he is with the first time he split right for the bus stop here.
He was well onto the power though, so it might not have slowed him down too much, but that little bit of slide, as we know, generally will lose you out a little time. So he is pulling purples though, so he didn't lose much.
500's up right now.
Oh man, that was about the best looking bus stop we've seen so far. That was so clean.
And the outer loop was very solid as well. He just immediately grabbed that.
Oh, he is nailing it.
He's on a good flow here for this lap.
Yeah, he is. He's nailing it right now. That was really nice too.
Just to kick out a little bit for him there, give that extra free rotation as well around that corner. He is working his Miata here around Watkins Glen.
Good line round there as well, yep.
Didn't go too far wide enough to run off there, so he's not going to lose any time there as well. So this was a good looking run here. This is going to be a quick lap.
Boy, these guys and gals are really putting down the times for us today.
He is just on a rail here, textbook corner right by Hair Razor here right now on Watkins Glen.
He's nailing it.
On this lap has just been textbook here. And just a couple more to go. A swoop out here, catch a little piece of that curving, move back
Beautiful.
over. Little lift off.
Oh, that's a penalty. Oh, no. He was on such a lap, too. Oh, that's going to destroy his next lap as well. Don't go into the pits.
I think he's just going to, I don't know.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going.
Running this next lap, I mean, he has no speed coming up the straightaway here. I am so gutted for Hair Razor.
Me too, because it looked like he had that beat.
That was a beautiful lap, Chad. Just a little too much of that curving, trying to get around that final
Yeah,
corner.
he cut the corner too much coming into the entry. But he's
maximized.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to be really tough for him here to pick up a really quick lap here. Obviously, he had no run up that fast
right
coming out of the final corner there because he went sideways already.
Well, let's just hope that he has another shot at qualifying.
He does have a time already placed here in Watkins Glen, so I mean, if this isn't better than what he's already got in place, then he's got in place, right? So, we know Harry was a quick driver. That was just a very gut-wrenching mistake right there. I mean, I don't know how else to play it. That's
unfortunate event.
That is his heart sunk into his bottom moment right there. Just got feeling, oh my goodness. You can tell the way he's going around the track right now. He's just beside himself. Just tell. Oh my goodness, poor guy.
Hey, you know, it definitely happens to the best of us, and we just keep on keeping on, though.
Absolutely, and he's got a really good solid time already set in place, but he definitely got a beat there in that lap, I think. And it's just super unfortunate. You can see here he's not really forcing the issue now. He's just gonna take it home. He's just gonna bring it home here.
Yeah.
Oh, that was tough. That was tough to watch, Chad. We were rooting for him there. That was tough.
I do believe he's our. Unless we have any more people join in rather quickly, I do believe this is the last feller to qualify for Watkins Glen here.
And you could be right. And that's actually pretty good timing, because by the time we get a little race off here for the guys, that'll be about the time I'll probably shut my end broadcast off here and let you bring it home here for the guys. So, yeah, it's pretty good qualifying here. But Miss Devi is managing to hold 158.486 still.
Yeah.
He did manage to put it across her, even with the terrible run-up start finish line. So, yeah, the potential is definitely there for Air Racer.
Oh, yeah.
There. That was potentially the fastest lap of the day right there. And he just miscued her at that final corner. Oh, I know the feeling. Oh, it's so painful. Oh my.
So I guess we'll do this here race. We'll call this one together, my guy.
Yeah.
And
it'll take a few minutes. There'll be a little bit of a break here now.
Right.
The drivers are just going out. They're going to run some free practice.
Oh, is that Happy?
Happy coming out.
Yeah, there we go.
Not going to re-qualify. He's satisfied with what he's got.
Okay.
Qualifying, so he's just coming for the fun.
Good stuff.
Happy Pappy is our laid-back, chill resident here at GTRC.
He is the Happy Pappy.
Joker. Yeah, he's a joker in the community. You know, he just comes to race because he likes to race. Really care about winning him so much as he's just having fun and improving a little bit by little bit as he goes. So, yeah, he has a little bit of eccentric strategies like our boy Nolander gave him. They don't always work out for him, but at the end of the day, he always has fun. So, yeah, I love Pappy. He's a great guy to see on track for sure.
Yeah, you know, I really need to work on that and quit going with the oddball strategy, as I've not been able to make it work thus far for me, but I'm leaning towards not doing that anymore. But at the same time, if I can nail it and have a good race, those oddball strategies, sometimes they'll work out in your favor, but it just hasn't happened for me yet.
I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I don't have the fortune of not very much practice and information for my racing tonight, so I mean, I'm literally just going to jump on track and we're just going to wing it.
Hey, that's what we do best, huh?
You know, exactly. I'm going in. I don't have any expectations tonight. I mean, who knows what's going to happen.
Well, sometimes that frees you up to not be so overly concerned with how you do, and you end up doing better because you don't have all these pre-assumptions of how the race should go for you.
Absolutely. I don't disagree with that. So, yeah, it is what it is. I've just been busy this week. My real life job gets crazy busy this time of year because everybody wants to enter their new homes. So, yeah, it's just been a crazy holiday season for this guy here in the real world sense. So, of course, Christmas time coming and the GTRC firing up. I have other comments here. We are busy guys here right now. That's for sure. We love it. We love our communities. We love our racing.
So here we go, guys. Another 5 laps.
Here, ladies and gentlemen. So it's all good, my guy.
Another 5 laps around Watkins Glen. We'll see how this goes. I am on the wrong. What has happened? I'm getting a little mirror imaging. I can't see a thing on track. Take the comms away, Mr. GT45.
All right, just hit circle the one you got. starting on pole position and starting on the third one here. There's no whole pack behind us. Three wide. Behind here, we come to see the third one up the S's. We must not do. Type R up in his second place. So quickly he moved himself up in the GT. So we're going to have Type R up there. We got Doug Barrow and Hair Razor putting all kinds of pressure on him here. We got Hair Razor up on the inside coming to the bus stop.
Three wide.
Three wide. Here we go, Chad. Here we go.
Oh. Hang on to her.
Luck after that. He gets squeezed out into the wall. And Doug and Type R move on through in second and third place there. So, a heck of a try here, but not working out so well there. Good try, but
Miss Devious running away with this race so far. She's opened up about a 2-second gap. I don't have that information on my screen. That's just my guess.
We'll bring it up here on my screen.
There we go. Yeah, 2.8 second gap, in fact.
She got a clean break right off the bat. Right?
Yeah.
T1. She just got through T1 ahead of the pack.
But these three behind her. Yeah, these three behind her, four essentially work together and get into each other's slipstream. You can see on these straights they're going to pull. They're going to pull some time on her, but she's still walking away.
I mean, it's just a battle right now for second, third, fourth, and fifth place. We got Doug on the inside of Type R. We got Method now trying to follow Doug through on the inside of Type R. He is going to get that position, so Doug can move second, Method can move up in the third. Type R is going to just come humming in behind there. Method back into fourth now, and Happy Pappy is right on the back end of these guys here as well.
Indeed.
So he's having some fun out there right now. Hair Razor kept it up after he got the short end of the three wide stick going into the bus stop there last lap. And Tanker just behind. We see him make a stick going into the bus stop right behind these guys as well. So yeah, it's been an interesting race. Miss Devious has just got the clean break.
Yeah, they need these guys. These guys behind need to work together. They're not going to catch her unless she has some sort of mistake. It's not happening.
Here we go. We got Doug now. He's starting to pull a little gap here on second, third, fourth place drivers, Type R and Method, but side by side are Type R and Method. Here we go into the bus stop again. Side by side going into the bus stop.
Big hit.
Oh, it's super wide there.
Big hit. Happy up in the P3 now, just sitting back there waiting for that opening, and he has accomplished.
What happened there, Chad? But looking like Type R has some damage on that car. So, no, he doesn't have damage on that car. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened. We see Method and Type R go side by side into the bus stop, and then the camera guy, Gus was called the punt. So,
yeah, they just came together too wide into the entry of the bus stop, and it sent them both off. Miss Devious holding a 3.5 second gap over Doug right now. We all know Doug's quick, so he may be able to close this gap by himself. He's got clean air all the way around and nothing to worry about behind him, and only one to worry about in front of him.
I'm just going to say, you're sitting here talking a whole bunch of trash, how we can drive faster than Miss Devious slap on that ball button. Let's see what he's got here. Miss Devious got a clean break. I mean, she
did.
I mean, it was 3.8, it's down to 3.5 right now.
Ooh, a little touch of the wall there.
Yeah, it's not good for Doug, so you can see that time back up to 3.8 here now, but he is purple.
Yeah.
56.6 there. And that was that faster than the Devious? It was faster. It was faster than the Devious with that qualifying time actually. So
yeah, and that's with the touch of the wall too.
Third place, Chad. Third place is driver's gone up 12 minutes. Oh my goodness, he's almost going to be jumping up and down in his racing seat here. He continues to do so well in this race. He is flying today. Method here in fourth place, and he's had a couple of fun little side-by-side moments going into the bus stop here at Watkins in this race. And so far, he made it through fairly unscathed. A little bit wide the second time around there, but some good racing to see here for these guys. This Devious just in command here. 3.2, so Doug is definitely nipping away at the time here on this Devious up in front.
Yeah, indeed he is. He's up to about 0.4 of a second now, and still closing.
4.6 seconds behind Doug. He's got about a 3-second gap on Method, where he's behind chasing. So Method's a quick driver. Pappy's doing a really great job of managing the gap here on Method. Hair Razor in 5th place, trying to catch Method. Now he's got a 1-second penalty. This is all just gone wrong for Hair Razor here in this race today. Much for safer type R here.
And Doug pulling purples again and still gaining.
Absolutely, and that doesn't surprise me. Doug is a fierce competitor. Doug is the type of driver who likes to lead the pace of the race. He doesn't like to chase the pace of the race. So it doesn't surprise me to see that he's just full sending here. That's what Doug does. Like, he absolutely just puts all his effort into these races. And he's on the pad too, ladies and gentlemen. So a little bit of fun facts there. We do have Doug Burrow on the pad here in the series. So
Miss Devious getting a really great exit out of that corner there. Has managed to
get faster again with
the 156.4. Wow, that's a good time right there. That is definitely faster.
He's moved without a question of a doubt. We got Pappy still holding strong here in P3, and Method's about 2 seconds behind. He is closing up on Pappy here, but
he is.
Pappy's doing a pretty good job of holding him off here so far. There's going to be a battle there before the end of this lap, I think. Miss Devious 2.7 seconds, so every time Doug gets a little, she takes it right back from him.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on, yeah. Doug's pulling the fastest lap again. He's on purples again. Wow, beautiful bus stop there from Doug.
Pappy coming through right now. He has a great line through there as well. Where's Method closing in 1.7 seconds. It'll be a battle for third and final podium position here before the end of this race. We'll probably see that battle start developing on lap 5 here. But all the guys still on track. Some of them have benefited, some of them not so much. But it's definitely been an interesting race here so far. A lot in this little sprint. Miss Devious 2.9 seconds.
Yeah, she opened up the gap a little more. She's definitely a little quicker around the latter half of this track, and Doug seems to be quicker around the first half of the track. You can see they're gaining a lot of time under braking right there on the back of Miss Devious, but she gets a great exit again, opens up to a 3.1 second lead over Mr. Doug Barrow. So, some great racing going on here.
Absolutely, Miss Devious is showing some gall here on the racetrack. Pappy just got it wrong. Oh, he keeps it together. That was a great job by Pappy, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to allow Method to close up on him here. Boy, oh boy, did he gather that car up.
Speaking of getting it wrong, Doug just got really sideways around the first corner, and now Miss Devious has
Pappy and Method here, Chad. I want to watch this battle. I want to see if Pappy's just going to let Method take the position, or if he is going to fight Method for this position here. Method's going to take a look up the inside. Pappy is going to take the outside line. And
both drivers
tried to fight Method. He definitely tried to fight Method there for the position. He got the line a little bit wrong, and Method's going to move up into P3 here. So great job by Pappy and Method in 3rd and 4th place there.
Hair Razor back here creeping though on these two.
Absolutely.
He's just gained 0.4 of a second, almost a half a second on him now.
So fastest lap on track now belonging to Miss Devious. She's like, yeah.
Ooh, with a 156.2. Yeah, she's cooking. Oh, but she picks up a half-second penalty on the final lap.
And,
I don't think it's going to matter much.
I believe for her here today. So it's some fast laps today, Chad. Definitely some fast laps. You know, I was on track with Miss Devious about 10 days ago, and having some little fun racing while we were helping Lone Ghost, who we seen out a little bit earlier, on track training, get ready for qualifying. That's exactly what she would do. She'll let you get close, but she'll never let you get by. She just has a knack for making up the time that she gives up. Honestly, I think she was toying with my emotions while we were racing that night. But I gotta tell you, she is just a very good, efficient race car driver. She's showing it here tonight. We've got some fantastic races here during the qualifiers today from Miss Devious.
Doug flat moving on that last lap. He picked up a second on her in that last lap, but just not enough. Miss Devious coming in with the victory.
What is Doug going to come across with there? He's not going to steal fastest lap either. So Miss Devious again holding down that purple lap on the racetrack here.
Method coming across the line in P3.
We got Pappy coming through here. cut. Air Racer coming through. Good job to Pappy. That was a great race from Pappy right there. Type R coming through here in 6th place. Good job to him. He just, again, just didn't survive the bus stop there. And Tagger here coming around, our final driver here. He's just coming around that final corner.
Still plugging away, yes, sir.
He did have that incident on the first lap, too, going into the bus stop as well as Air Razor, so that did set him back in the pack a little bit here, but he really tightened it up here at the end and put in some good solid laps. There we are. So Mischievous taking first place, Doug Barrow taking second, THG's Method in third, Happy Pappy in fourth, Air Razor in fifth, Type R in sixth, and Tagger 2X rounding up this little mini sprint race.
Indeed, John, she is killing it. Yep, we've seen her throw down some fast laps today.
Yeah, very impressive driver here with Mischievous. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lucky 7 hasn't signed up yet. Gotcha. Okay, thanks, Mark. We appreciate the heads up. Probably good chat and all that kind of stuff. Season time, but it's all good. I think they got that sorted out. Pretty good today. That's good. All right, chat. We are getting to the point where I do need to take off here and get ready for part 2 of my day here. So, we're going to leave it in the capable hands of Mr. Nolander Gaming. So anybody watching over here at GT45 Gaming, you want to continue following the qualifiers here at the GTRC, jump over to Nolander Gaming on his Facebook page there. Go hang out with him over there. Say hi. Don't forget to like, share, and follow if you're not already doing so, ladies and gentlemen. We would appreciate that. And you can send this thing off. So there's about another hour of qualifying left. Of course, the admin staff will keep them notified of anything that's happening on the fly here. So thank you for hanging out today, man. It was a pleasure. It's always fun having you in the booth and doing your thing here. So I am going to take off and just leave this in your capable hands. So have fun with the last hour or however much longer qualifying is running for, and we'll catch you later, my guy. Appreciate it.
Indeed, my friend. Absolutely appreciate being here and being given the opportunity. And thanks a lot. Lots of love for you, my guy. And I wish you all the best on your next comms.
Absolutely. And so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Show Nolander to love. Let's get the rest of qualifying underway here. Of course, you'll probably have some of these guys pop into the company to Discord as well, so that's fantastic. Of course, we haven't seen any of the drivers pop in today, which is kind of surprising, actually. We had one at the very beginning of the broadcast, but
no, we had Tattoo come in and say hello for a little while.
But, So, just keep your eyes on that Discord server. You never know who's going to be popping in there to come and talk, and we'll catch you soon, my dude. Enjoy the rest of qualifying here today. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you too, my friend. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, my dude. Sounds good.
All right, y'all. So, not sure, y'all, thus far, as to whether or not we are going to have any more people coming in to qualify or not, but we're certainly hoping so, as we have seen some very fast laps put down today, particularly in the form of Miss Devious laying down fastest lap on both tracks that were qualified on today in Deep Forest Raceway and here at Watkins Glen. That being said,
didn't she?
Hey, yeah, she did, man. She is absolutely laying down the quick laps there.
I've set for 55s a couple of times. I don't know I can get 55s. My hands are tremoring so bad. I'm just losing time. But yeah, she did really well. It was a good race.
Yeah. Definitely some good racing going on. That's what I was gonna say. It gives the viewers just a little bit of an insight as to what they're going to be seeing for the 2023 season here at GTRC, and we're all looking forward to that, I can tell you.
Hopefully not too much insight. I don't particularly want to be starting from the back all the time.
Well, you better get your qualifying time in then, huh, guy? Oh.
Well, no, I refused to do any qualifying today. I wanted to make sure I host the qualifying lobby. I mean, everybody was so respectful. When people were on their flyers, people were quiet, people getting out on time, you know. If they weren't in, they were joining once somebody was on an out lap so that it wasn't causing any potential lag.
Nice.
You know, it was good, and the people that hung around for the races. Obviously, other people have got other events they've got to go and practice for. You know, so that's fair enough.
Right. Have we got anybody?
I struggled today. My eyes and everything. It's not good today for me. But you know, I wanted to get involved and wanted to be part of the community and be here, so I'm on. And you know, I appreciate so much what you guys have done. It's been a long night for you guys, and I wanted to come over and say thank you before everybody left. So
Hey, certainly,
you know,
absolutely, man.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're most welcome, and absolutely appreciate the opportunity to be here, and look forward to more events coming up shortly. January 14th will be the beginning of the season, huh? And what track are we looking at for that?
I can't remember, because we did a track vote for all the tracks, and I think we're going least popular vote to highest vote, and I'm not sure. There was a tie on the last track between two tracks, and I'm not sure if that's been resolved yet. So the track order will be released extremely soon. The cars will hopefully be released soon, or divisions will be released soon, and then car picking will be released shortly after that. The car choice will be shortly after that. So, and then we'll have an idea of teams, we'll have an idea of, you know, who's going to do what, but we're still missing, and I put this out to anybody who's watching from our lot, still missing a lot of people that have registered but haven't qualified and haven't had qualifying set previous. You know, if they qualified before, they don't have to qualify again. But if you haven't qualified, we really need you to set your qualification on both circuits, even if it's in two different sessions, both circuits, so we can set where you are.
Yeah,
and as I put it out there, please, if you haven't come along, please come along.
Yeah, indeed. That's a pretty important thing to get everybody qualified and into the divisions that they should be in, respectively. And the only way to do that is to get the guys and gals to come in and get in their qualifying laps. So, yeah, definitely anybody who may be watching, even if you can't get on track today, definitely get with the admin at GTRC and get a time and a date set with them. Get that worked out.
Even if it's just sporadic, Nolander, even if it's just sporadic, you see us and we've got a room open. We might be racing the Group 4s, we might be doing some practicing in the BMWs, we might just be having a laugh in a random car. If you see us in a room and you think, I can qualify now, and I'm in that, or I will jump out of that room to set up a quali lobby so these people can get their qualifying, and I can't stress how important it is that they qualify.
Yeah,
so I will have it all set up, they come and join, and you know, we can go from there, and at least they've set it. But I'd like to get it all sorted this week coming, you know, so by the weekend, if the guys who are doing what they've got to do can set stuff up. We've got this charity event hopefully coming up that must be sorted soon. You know, I haven't had a chance to do any investing because I've been sick. So and Razor will set a room up. If I'm not on, if I'm too sick to be on because I've been sick a lot recently, Razor will set a room up. We'll just leave what we're doing. And we'll get it done, because for us, this league comes above having a giggle, having a laugh. Although the league is about having a giggle and having a laugh, right. We're going to get it sorted. We'll make sure that anyone joining can join. You know, anybody who wants to, anybody who's registered. As long as you've registered, we'll give you all the time in the world. You know, if you say you want to join, then register, and we'll, you know, even if you're like, oh, I definitely want to join, I've just not got Discord sorted out yet. We'll do it for you then, and then register afterwards, and at least then we've got a basis for you.
There you go.
You know what I mean? We're happy to accommodate. That's all I'm trying. In a long-winded way, that's all I'm trying to say. We'll accommodate where we can.
Fantastic.
So what's that now? Cool.
What's that?
Oh, we've got Mikey, I think. Either that or he's muted us.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, there
no,
you go.
I can't hear Nolander. There he is.
Yeah, I was just being quiet and just letting you guys work that out there.
It's basically Nolander. We're willing to help, and you know, you've joined us. And seen what we're all about. It's about having a laugh. Come in, we'll have a laugh. We'll take the mick out of each other. But these qualies, we'll give you the respect you deserve in the qualification. Let you run your laps. One of us will jump out and set it up for you. I'm sure Bar would as well, if he's in the lobby for the US side. If he's on a bit later, I'm sure I speak for him on this one. I might be speaking out of turn, but I'm sure he'll set up a lobby as well. He should have these settings, and it's everybody's running these settings, so it's fair, you know.
Right. can't be having drivers qualifying on different settings. That just won't work.
No, we had these settings when we qualified first of all for the MX-5s, which is when we first did it, and it worked really well. Everybody loved it. The response we got from the AMs, that they felt like they were doing something for a bit more, and it made it that bit more enjoyable, and there's a bit more something to it. Although there's no pressure on anybody, don't get me wrong. You know, it gave everybody on the track something to fight for. Now, hopefully with the two, hopefully full lobbies, it'd be lots of people fighting in amongst their same skill levels rather than people getting lapped. It might still happen with some people, but those people we're happy to work with. You know, so
Right.
that they'll get quicker and everybody will be fighting for something, but in a fun way, you know what I mean?
And that's the great thing about these leagues, just getting people into them and getting them started on them, and really seeing them pick up their time, pick up their pace, watching their racecraft go. It's really a whole lot of fun to see for commentators and for racers alike.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm going to leave you to it, mate. I've said my bit a bit too much. I'm going to leave you to it. I'll let you close down, shut down. I mean, we still technically have got some time, but I don't see anybody else joining at the moment. And if somebody comes and joins our group chat, says, can I quali, I'll set it up for him, because, I mean, Razor's gone now, we've lost Ghost, we're losing a few drivers, so I'm going to call that it for tonight, pretty much. Because it was supposed to be till midnight, wasn't it? I can't remember now.
Yeah, another hour they would have had to qualify in. From my understanding, it was supposed to be a 4-hour-long session. So
Yeah.
we'll kind of wait around. We've only got just 3 people remaining in the lobby right now. So
And they've all, well, Pappy's not going to re-qualify. He's already said his qualifying times is where he's at.
right.
Which keeps him in AM. He's not going to, unless we get enough people for another tier, because we've got people joining all the time. Unless we get enough people for another full tier, he'll be in AM, without a doubt, on his times. So he's not, although he's improving, he's one of those drivers you've got to keep an eye on. He's improving a lot. He's not going to be jumping up. So, I mean, Smiley's missed, although Smiley set times yesterday, he's missed this track today. But he can run this track another time. He can run 2 sessions. He can run this track another time. He can't run Deep Forest again. He's had 2 there.
Yeah, he did manage to come in for 1 on that today. We've seen earlier. So,
but all it means is the people who qualify from here on in aren't going to get to introduce themselves to you, which I don't know how many people did that today. Mumbles didn't, so you know he had no mic. So that's why he's nicknamed Mumbles until he gets his mic sorted. So it's a tradition in with us, like if you can't speak back, you mumbles until you get your mic sorted, and then you get your name back again. All in good fun. That's just the way it works, you know. He's aware he found it funny, so it's all good.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to let you shut down, mate. If anybody comes on, they've just missed out on being on stream. I'm more than happy to keep qualifying open till then, but I've got to rest a little bit for the moment. Like I say, I'm not well and I'm juddering and all sorts, so I'll just close the room down, and then if someone joins our group chat, which I'm going to stay in probably till about 4 o'clock this morning. I don't know if I'm going to do any more racing, but I'm going to stay in the chat till about 4 o'clock this morning. I'll set up a room for them if they show up.
All right, copy that.
Get that out there so people know.
You get yourself some good rest, my guy, and get on the mend, huh?
I'm hoping to, bruv. I'm hoping to.
Yes,
The
sir.
screen's just come black.
Uh-oh.
My TV screen, I don't know. Well, I'll catch you later, buddy. Thank you very much again. Thank you to Ghost. I appreciate it all. I haven't watched any of it. I haven't had it running in the background because I didn't want to distract anyone with noise. So I'll be watching the qualifying sessions early hours of this morning whilst I can't sleep, and it'll be great. So thanks again. Muchly appreciated, man. I appreciate all the work that you are all putting in. It's brilliant.
Absolutely, you're welcome, man. Like I say, I appreciate y'all too, and thank y'all very kindly for the opportunity. And looking forward to this new season coming up for the GTRC.
Brilliant. Well, to keep the tradition going, you smell. It's been emotional. Jog on, buddy.
Good news, man.
See you later, man.
Take care, buddy. Have a good night. All right, y'all. Well, you heard it. Man said that basically going to call it a night for the qualifications, as we don't seem to have any other racers that are going to be entering into the lobby to get their qualifying done here live. And you know, maybe some of them would rather not do it that way, which is understandable too. We got Mr. Vern Beam coming in to the excuse me, into the stream with a like. How we doing, my guy? Howdy, howdy. Hope you and yours are well, Mr. Vern Beam. Appreciate your being here. Looks like you just come in at the end here. We do have a couple of racers on track throwing down some laps, but I don't think we're going to get any more racers coming in to actually qualify. So that Type R coming in, he put down a 157.1, so really good lap from him. I think that's right at where he may have qualified at, or slightly better, not entirely sure. But if memory serves me, I think that's right about where he qualified at. So still looking very good and consistent. Some nice, good, clean lines. We do want to say thank you again to Mr. GT45 Gaming for bringing us along on this joyful ride, and to the GTRC for having us along as well. And here at Nolander Gaming, we do certainly appreciate each and every one of the racers and fans alike coming in today. It has been quite an experience and insightful. We're getting some insights into some of these racers and to what kind of lap times they are going to be putting down. And we would also like to say congratulations to Miss Devious for putting down the 2 fastest laps on both racetracks this evening. Fantastic driving out of her. We did see some other really fast times as well. Hair Raiser coming in and just losing it around the very final corner when he was on a purple and about to take the fastest lap on Watkins Glen here. So anyhow, yeah, it has been some very good qualifying we have seen done today. We got GT45 Gaming coming in the house with a like on the stream as well. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you. And that was some good fun, y'all. That was some good fun. Again, we got to see a couple of little quick 5-lap sprint races, and those were quite telling of the type of caliber and drivers we have here at the GTRC. So definitely going to be looking forward to the first race coming up January 14th, guys, and we will fill you in as to exactly what time that's going to be, what division we'll be starting out on. I don't know if they're both going to run on the same day or how that's exactly going to work yet. But as we get closer to that date that is approaching rather quickly, we will get you all filled in on some more information as to that. And so definitely looking forward to that coming date. Get this new 2023 season underway here for the GTRC. Looking forward to getting in some we do have J-Rod has just joined the lobby. I'm not sure as to whether or not he is a registered driver for this season, or if he's just jumping in here because he sees a couple of buddies in here or something, whatnot. Yo, Tim, my friend, thank you very, very much for the donation to Wounded Warrior Project. My guy, coming in hot with a $25 donation to Wounded Warrior Project. Love to see that, my man. Hey, Vern, glad to hear you are well, my guy. Absolutely fantastic news. Good stuff. Thank you, Tim, for the extra like and the donation, my man, to Wounded Warrior Project. Guys, gals, if you don't know anything about Wounded Warrior Project, they are a fantastic organization that helps to build homes for returning veterans. Definitely a good organization to donate to. If y'all are looking to make a donation to any charities, I suggest you go in and just take a look at what they have going on over there at Wounded Warrior Project. I have heard from a little birdie that we shortly will have something going on in the makings for a stream that will be dedicated to them specifically. Correct, John. Correct. So we do have RWB's J-Route on the track. Again, not sure. Okay, there it goes. So the host has just shut down the lobby, guys. So apparently that was not a registered driver. At least I can do for the men and women who allow us to do what we do. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Facts. Yep. Good stuff, guys. Well, this has been a whole lot of fun today, watching the qualifications for the upcoming 2023 league racing for the GTRC. Got to see some really good laps put down. Yeah, indeed. Yep. Had a decent little chat with Mr. Dugbar, who did confirm that was going to be the case, as he is feeling a bit under the weather today, and he is going to try and go and get him some needed rest, some much needed rest. And here for Nolander Gaming, y'all, we too are going to call that a stream, guys. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in with the likes, the shares, just chatting with you guy. And again, we absolutely appreciate Mr. Tim Gray coming in with a $25 charitable donation to Wounded Warrior Project, the chosen charity here at Nolander Gaming. And we absolutely appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you too as well, Mr. GT45 Gaming. John, appreciate you coming in, hanging out, chilling, chatting it up here with the fellas. And all right, guys, we are going to see about, man, I should maybe do some racings, but I think I've got lots to do. Y'all want to join me in on a raid and go say hello to Mr. Scotsman Gaming, another fantastic content creator here at Facebook Gaming, guys. Mr. Scotsman Gaming, if you don't know who he is, or you've not been able to go and check out his stream, please follow along and join me in on this raid to Mr. Scotsman Gaming. He is a fantastic Call of Duty Warzone player, Elite Series for flat out in 30 minutes. Yep, I'll be there, my guy. I will be there to support and watch along as well. All right, guys, we're going to go raid Mr. Scotsman Gaming. That being said, God bless y'all. God is love, and y'all are loved by God. And until next time, y'all, we look forward to seeing you back here at Nolander Gaming, and we'll check you laters. just see what kind of gifts we got. Oh, hey. Ooh, look at that. New Ferrari VGT. Okay. All right, y'all. Take care. God bless y'all. God is love, and y'all are loved by God. Take care now. Until next time. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. We'll check you later.